Yo, what's good, everybody? Shalom, man. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. So to all my people out there, make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all come in. New to the channel, subscribe. So to all my people out there, man, I always support. Hit the like button. It's your boy Showtime. We live and direct, lock and loaded. Yeah, my bad. My phone acting up. It's area right here. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button, though. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Want to donate? Right there at the bottom of your screen, Showtime Glow, though. Man, today, man, we got some stuff to talk about, man. So y'all go ahead to lock in with me. Just lock in with me. Good afternoon, everybody. So my salute to Terrence, I see you in here. Trill in the bill. Sammy, we're good. He said off the top, so Jokic not in any top anything till he win the championship. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Couple stuff we gotta talk about. Number one, y'all see, I told y'all, bro. I hate to say I do. I hate to sound so, you know. I told you. When it came to the Charlotte Hornets, who I told the Charlotte Hornets gonna get, I said it was I think that was after, like a couple of days after the lottery. I was telling folks that's gonna be their choice. They high on Brandon Miller. And a matter of fact, if Victor Wembanyama wasn't in this draft play, he would be the number one pick. And some people think I done heard somebody say he's better. He's the best prospect in the draft. People high on Brandon Miller. But like they very high on Brandon Miller. They think they 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 look at him as a guy that's very similar to Paul George. Long, 6'9", got guard skills. I mean, he does. Defensively, he got a lot of upside. So a lot of people high on Brandon Miller. I'm gonna talk about that more in another video. I'm gonna do some breakdowns on NBA prospects this year. But we gotta talk. But the main, salute Wisdom War. Main topic though. So where you rank? Yeah, I'm finna get to that now. So Nikola Jokic, man, arguably the best player in the world right now. Definitely one of the most skilled big men in the NBA, I would say. Some say he is the most skilled big man in the NBA. I'm gonna play a clip for everybody's favorite new analyst, Kendrick Perkins. He has some interesting comments and regarding how he feels about Nikola Jokic. And he also said something, and I'm glad I'm gonna let the clip play, get my reaction real quick. But he said something though that I think a lot of people looking over what he really saying because he really telling the truth and he holding himself and ESPN accountable. Something we've been talking about for promoting other players, promoting some of these young guys, and kind of get away from the LeBron talk. Because LeBron is old now, you know, he ain't gonna be a forever. You know, LeBron put 21 years in this thing, you know. Now it's kind of time to move on from it, you know. Start preparing yourself for life after LeBron. So guys like Nikola Jokic, Devil should be getting the he Devil should be getting his flowers right now. He should be getting we should be talking about Nikola Jokic and Giannis a lot more. I know they're in small markets, but I feel like the NBA is not doing a good job of promoting those guys because those guys are the two best players in the NBA right now. I think it's Giannis and Jokic. And for them to not get enough coverage that they get, that's shame on the NBA to me. You got your two. At any other era, we promoting the two best players. They look one in the East, one in the West. They should be having a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird type thing going on where you promoting the hell out of these two, hoping like you know they did Kobe and LeBron. They had the puppets and stuff. Why they can't have nothing for these two guys? They should be pumping these cats up. These guys are the top of the top of the food chain right now. What up, Matt? But but yeah, but far like the Nikola Jokic though, um, if I look at if I give you some names, I want y'all to think about this. Right now, say for hypothetical, he win a championship. I'm not taking him. I'm still not putting him over Kareem because again, I base all time great GOAT status off more than just skills, more than just accolades, more than just stats. I put all of them together, including impact, including talent. Because you can have no disrespect, but you can have 12 championships. Um, you can have the accolades, right? The MVPs and all that, but you might not have the talent, you know, that guy like Shaq had, you know, no disrespect to Bill Russell. That's why I have them in the top 10, but it's barely in the top 10 because I respect that era, you know, because they paved the way for others. But talent does play a part of me. So when it comes to talent, I definitely got Jokic high. And y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, you can actually go back and listen to my live stream last year when we had the top 100 greatest players ever. I had Jokic high on that list. I had Jokic. I can't remember well. I think it was in the 60s or the 70s. I can't remember well. I think he was even the 50s. He was either 50, 60, 70. I had him high. I already had him as one of the guys. You know that's inching towards being a top 50 player if he can win a chip. That's why I was saying these next two seasons he should be able to win a chip or it's a bust. At least get to the finals because he's right there in his prime. He's 28 years old. So if he win a championship this year, yeah, I mean you gotta keep moving him up. If he wins a championship, I had him with probably in the 60s or 70s. I'm gonna move him up closer to the 40s. He's gonna give you gotta move him up because a lot of guys I had in those 50s and 60s categories, they don't have chips. A couple of them do, but they might not have the talent. But if you look at overall from everything, impact, stats, accolades, talent standpoint, Jokic is inching his way close enough. He inches way close on that list. Right now, we had that argument with him last week about Patrick Ewing. I would take Jokic over Patrick Ewing right now. Not saying that, you know, I understand the eras matters, I get it. But Patrick Ewing's a better defensive player. I think if you're looking at an offensive standpoint, I would rather have Nikola Jokic. I just think he's a better all around player than Patrick Ewing. I think you look at the resume, Patrick Ewing he don't have MVPs, he don't have chips, you know. So if Jokic already 2-time MVP, already inching his way closer, 3 more wins away from winning the championship, that'll definitely seal the deal on Patrick Ewing. Now this is hypothetical now, bitch. I don't take it like that. So all right, so look, we look at guys like Moses Malone. A lot of people didn't watch Moses Malone back then. Moses Malone don't get talked about enough. But Moses Malone was arguably the best player in the NBA for a season, bro. I think some people forget that. Moses Malone gets argued the best. He was better than Kareem. Some people, if you go back and watch and really study the game, when in the early 80s, this guy was argued a better center than Kareem. He had moments where he dominated Kareem in the NBA Finals. Some people forget that. When he went to the Philly, he dominated Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of people don't give Moses Malone enough credit. We talk about everybody else, but we seem to leave out Moses Malone. I don't know why. This is a league MVP. I mean, this guy has all defensive honors, all NBA honors, got a championship in the Finals MVP. I think we should give him more respect. I'm not gonna put him over Moses Malone just yet, but because I think Moses Malone is a top 20 player all time. I got him high on the all time great list. I think Moses Malone is in the top 20. He's the top 20 on all time to me. And then I started going down the list. Of course, he's better than the role players like Sabonis, who played with Portland. I mean, he played most of his prime days overseas. So I definitely take Jokic over him right now. So you start mentioning the David Robinson. I can't, man, that's tough because I think David Robinson is a better player than Jokic. I already have a prime David Robinson. If I had a choice, I'm taking a prime David Robinson. David Robinson he was skilled across the board, and they don't talk about him enough because he had to play in the era with Hakeem Olajuwon. So that's tough. Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, David Robinson was, man, this dude, if he was in this era, he would be the best center in the NBA. I believe so. David Robinson somebody can play in any era and dominate. Before he got hurt and he broke his foot, he was leading the San Antonio Spurs to 50 wins, 60 wins. Like they was relevant. They wasn't irrelevant. A lot of people think they was irrelevant for years before they got Tim Duncan. That's not the case. They won only 20 games in 1995-96 year because they Robinson broke his foot that year. He didn't really play. That's why they was able to get Tim Duncan. Which and the thing is, a lot of people thought Tim Duncan would go to Boston Celtics because they had the best odds to get him. So y'all know how the lottery thing works. So I don't think I wouldn't put him. I'm not ready to put him over Dave Robinson. I think that's a little too early, bro. I think Dave Robinson was so dominant on both ends, and he got the accolades to back it up too. You want to talk about accolades? Go look at Dave Robinson's body of work. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. You look at his body of work, man. Look at bro. You can compare that to among the all-time greats. You're not even just centers, bro. So now we start moving up towards of course look there gonna be some young people, y'all. They gonna say Nikola Jokic was better than Bill Russell. Two different eras. I hate comparing two different eras though. That's the only thing I don't like about this argument. We got to compare two different eras. The rules, the standards, everything is different back then. Guys, basketball wasn't even a number one priority back in the day. Some of these cats had real jobs, so they grind different. Now guys are making. Jokic is making $26 million after taxes a year. I hate comparing them eras. Yeah, I think Nikola Jokic is definitely more talented than Bill Russell, but I think it's unfair for me to just put him over there just because of that. What Bill Russell brought to the game of basketball in the NBA is bigger than basketball, bigger than life. I think I'm not gonna disrespect Bill Russell like that and just throw Nikola Jokic. If I'm doing that, I'm putting Nikola Jokic in the top 20. So you got to keep that in mind too. So then you start looking at the guys like Wilt Chamberlain. I can't put him over Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain got 4 championships, 4 MVPs, 2 championships, four regular season MVPs, 2 chips. I can't put him over Wilt Chamberlain. We already know Wilt Chamberlain brought to the game of basketball. By the way, he was the first center to average a triple double. With Nikola Jokic doing right now, Wilt Chamberlain been did that. Let's not forget that. One of arguably the greatest athlete that ever picked up a basketball, along with Michael Jordan. But this guy was 7 foot, and can literally run track. He can literally like almost jump over a damn car. He was that athletic. He was that dominant in his prime, and he shattered records that only became now realistic to pass. You look at a guy like Kobe, he passed my all-time scoring. You look at a guy like LeBron did it. But shit, you look at them rebounding numbers. Nobody might not pass that. He put up him and Bill Russell. They did something that no other center might not ever be able to do. Just pass on rebounding numbers in the. But I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not one of them fans that like you know that's living in the moment. That's ready to just throw these guys over the other guys. It's time to we can have that conversation now, because Jokic is inching his way closer to being an all-time great if he can secure the championship. We have a real deal different conversation around here. So then you start looking at like Bob Cousy. I'm taking him over. No disrespect. I got Nikola Jokic over Bob Cousy. I'll definitely take him over Bob Cousy. That's late. That's early times, man. That's early. That's early in the NBA. Shit, the NBA didn't even, you know, the game was still developing. So of course, I'm taking over Bob Cousy. Then you think about who else? Shaq. I'm not taking. Of course, I'm not even have to say nothing, bro. And you're gonna have people that say he's better than Shaq. Come on, bro. Let's stop. Not taking him over Shaq. Not taking him over Hakeem Olajuwon. Now you look at it on resume standpoint. Some people gonna say, Nikola Jokic got more MVPs. I'm already setting this up because I'm saying y'all know right now. This is people gonna start saying, if Jokic wins another championship, he wins 2 championships, right? A lot of people gonna put him over Hakeem Olajuwon just because. But I'm not doing it. And by the way, I'm gonna play this clip real quick, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel of what Kendrick Perkins said. Also, I forgot to play that clip.
They're having to.
Oh, do I have it? I don't even think I have it. I ain't gonna worry about it. But basically, he said that Kendrick Perkins said Nikola Jokic is the most skilled player in NBA history. That's living in the moment, bro. Cause I don't agree with that. I think the most skilled big man in NBA history is Hakeem Olajuwon. Defensively, they're not even in the same class. I think Jokic could. I'm not saying Jokic is a liability on defense. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you really watch basketball, he does give effort. So let's not act like he just somebody just standing around not doing shit on defense. I think that's a little disingenuous. I think he does apply pressure on defense, man. He moves his feet. He doing something. Same thing with Steph Curry. A lot of people say Curry don't play D because that's the jacket they give him. But he does give effort. He's not just standing around. So is he elite? No, we know he's not elite. But Hakeem Olajuwon is on another level. Like if we put Hakeem Olajuwon in this era, what the fuck you think he would do? He would literally shit on everybody in the NBA. He would be the best player in the NBA. Nobody would do. They wouldn't have shit to give him. Who the hell would stop Hakeem Olajuwon? Like this shit is not even hard. Like Hakeem Olajuwon would be dogging these dudes on it. And by the way, he can don't get it messed up. He can hit them. He can hit a midi. He got the midi in this game. And the way they play the game now, he probably would have had a 3-point. He probably would have had the 3-point shot. The game's just so different now. Big man wants it out there shooting threes. That's the only difference. Big man shoot threes now. So who say he couldn't shoot threes? Hell, as skilled as he was, that high basketball IQ, he would have been. He would have been. I give Jokic the passing, but everything else, nah. I mean, you probably say shot. I mean, that's fine. You can say he shoot better threes and long range too. That's fine. But I'm taking Hakeem Olajuwon. Sorry, I'm not taking him over Hakeem Olajuwon. And Hakeem Olajuwon didn't have to play with Kobe Bryant. He didn't get to play with Magic Johnson. If you think about this, y'all. See, all these dudes be talking. It just sounds fucking ridiculous. You put Hakeem Olajuwon with Magic Johnson. You put Hakeem Olajuwon with a guy like Kobe Bryant. How many championships you think they'll win? Shit, I mean, if you give Hakeem Olajuwon 4 or 5 chips, we having a different conversation about Kareem. We wouldn't be saying Kareem the greatest center ever. We wouldn't even have Kareem in our top 5 if you just replace if you swap you put Kareem on the Rockets, which is hypothetical now. But if you put Hakeem Olajuwon on the Lakers, Kareem on the Rockets, Kareem, he dominant now. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He dominant. I don't know if I can guarantee you he gonna do what Hakeem Olajuwon did on the Houston Rockets team. Some people think he's the greatest defensive center of all time. You put Hakeem Olajuwon with Magic Johnson? Come on, bro. That'll be unfair. That would be unfair. You put Hakeem Olajuwon with Kobe Bryant? That would be unfair. He literally won a championship with Mad Max as his second best player. Robert Ord, young Robert Ord, young Sam Cassell, Kenny Smith. Man, you get that dude some real like all-time great players. I mean, what the hell you think he would have did? He showed you what he has. Sam. Not I'm sorry, not Sam. What's my boy name? Ralph Sampson. Even he had Ralph Sampson, a young Hakeem Olajuwon, went to the final. So no, I'm not taking him over there. Kareem, not taking over Kareem. So yeah, I would put him top 10. With that being said, I definitely got him top 10. Um, if I think about top five centers, you gotta say Kareem because overall impact. He got the resume and all that. Number two, what's my number two? My number two was number two. Yeah, Shaq. The Shaq top 10. Then you got Bill Russell. Then you got Wilt. Let's see, Kareem, Shaq, Bill, Wilt, um, David Robinson. Feel like I'm missing somebody. Mose Malone, six. Yeah, so okay, that's six right there. So then it started to get a little thin. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's kind of I feel this feel disrespectful to say though, but I definitely got. I probably would put Jokic if he win a chip this year. I had to probably put him number six because how many guys that play the game got his skill set and already by the age 28 got his resume. Or am I? If I'm tripping, I'm drop the link for y'all. Y'all can let me know. Y'all can challenge me on that. But by the way, y'all, Game One NBA Finals ratings were revealed, and a lot of fans are surprised because a lot of people saying, "Oh, we want to see the Lakers. We want to see the Boston Celtics. The ratings are going to be low. Nobody's watching it." Well, according to a report right there, Game One of the NBA Finals this year, Denver versus Miami, 11.5 million people disagreed with the people that were saying nobody's going to be watching this finals. And it's a little. I'm looking at it, it's 30% lower than last year, Game One. Steph Curry and the Warriors versus Boston Celtics. So it does show you that Jokic can be marketed because a lot of teams are going to be building. They a lot of teams going to be reconstructing their teams and building their teams similar to how Denver got theirs. Denver changing the game right now. So yeah, they should be marketing Nikola Jokic more than what they do. For sure. Why not? He said Dwight Howard. I knew I was forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting. Okay, Dwight Howard. This is tough. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know, you see, a lot of people forget this. Do y'all see how dominant Nikola Jokic is offensively? That was Dwight Howard defensively. And on top of that, he didn't have the post game that you could just give him the ball and he gonna give you 50 or 40 or 35 and 20. Occasionally he could do that, but he was giving you in his prime 24, 24 and 15 with three blocks and almost two steals. That was Dwight Howard in his prime, for sure, for sure. Prime for prime. I mean, you can, man. I mean, that's tough. And I heard Dwight Howard when on the interview said he said his prime was better than Nikola Jokic. I mean, you can make the case, bro. I mean, I it's kind of I don't know, bro, because that's tough. But I'm probably going. That's tough. That's tough to me. But I probably I'll probably give the nod to Nikola Jokic. I'll get him because I think I can build a team like they're doing right now. Put some a balance of defenders, 3-and-D guys, and give them a second star. Nikola Jokic is so dominant offensively, bro. That's kind of hard to replace. Dwight Howard, sensational talent. Hurt his back in Orlando, got traded to the Lakers. Was a step behind, went to the Houston Rockets. He still was a step behind, but he was still productive them years. That one little back injury really derailed Dwight Howard's brain. He was never the same, along with the other stuff he had going on. So I definitely prefer Nikola Jokic. But if you just talking about prime for prime, Dwight Howard was a dog. He was one of the best players in the NBA. He was in that conversation with Kobe, LeBron, Derrick Rose, Chris Paul. Like, don't forget that. And Dwayne Wade, yeah, he was in that conversation. He said, wow. He said, for some reason, I didn't like Howard game. When Dwight Howard went up against Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol, yeah, he definitely folded under pressure. He couldn't handle that. I get it was against the GOAT Kobe Bryant. I get it, but shit. He definitely played beneath his standards in the NBA Finals, I feel like. He said Dwight isn't a top 5 center. What up, Chris? He said 3-time back-to-back defensive player. That's what I'm saying. He could have won defensive player of the year 4 times in a row. I just ain't finna put him on. I ain't gonna take him over Nikola Jokic. I already have Nikola Jokic though. Like I said, you mentioned defense, that's fine. But I can get some guys around Jokic that's gonna do most of the defensive work, and Jokic just help out. He rotate. As long as he rotate, I'm fine. I know he ain't gonna stop nobody one-on-one. And now to be honest, he actually did a solid job on Andy Davis one-on-one. Y'all sleeping on his defense against Andy Davis.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you can't sneeze at that. I know that ain't the narrative, but if you go back and watch that series, you actually doing a good job guarding Andy Davis one-on-one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And another thing that I think Dream second best player was Drexler.
Yeah, that's 95, but I'm talking about 94. They had Mad Max.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they had Drexler 95. I'm talking about 94. That's the most people when they talk about Hakeem Olajuwon doing something nobody did, they always mention 94. Because he didn't have no all-time greats on that team.
That's
And
true.
I think, and honestly, bro, I think that's overrated. I think people overrate all the that notion that you gotta have multiple all-time greats. No, you don't. The shit it's been showing every fucking year. You don't have to have a team full of all stars and all NBA performers winning chips. That ain't nothing but a bunch of egos, bro. You need a team, balanced roster, guys that's gonna accept their role, bro, and willing to sacrifice. So you gotta be able to sacrifice to win championships. You can't be focused on your individual numbers. That's it. See, people go wrong that's casual fans that lead other casual fans to think you gotta have multiple big names on your team. That ain't nothing but egos. That shit don't get you championships. What have we been seeing lately? We had James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant on the same team. They still couldn't win a championship.
Yep, it sure did.
That's my thing. What up, what up, SB?
Salute, Showtime. Having me
What up,
on.
man?
For the topic of discussion of your title of the screen, It's questionable if Jokic top 10. He might be at that borderline just getting there. I know a lot of people trying to anoint him as like a top 15 player already. I disagree. I think he like him a top 30 because I think the problem that we have, and I believe what really started, somebody always try to blame Jordan and LeBron. I think it was when Shaquille O'Neal was in the league in the 90s and they anointed him a top 50 player early in his career. Right. I think sometimes that we push the narrative too early to put somebody as we going off their potential instead of the work that they done. He put it, he got the accolades now, but he put in enough work. Man, ain't even work. He 150 in points, 100 something in rebounds, assists, and all that. But if he do this for another like 8 years, then yeah, we could talk about that. And I think sometimes we get too lost and ready to put somebody, anoint somebody too high. But he put it enough because a lot of people don't have Kawhi Leonard as high because he ain't played enough games and he ain't put enough work. What if the same thing happened to Jokic? That's all like.
But I think we pushing it. Wasn't the question about a top 10 center? I think he's a top 10 center now. Maybe not top.
I don't know. He like right out the top 10, maybe.
Hold on,
I put him over Ewing and guys like that.
SB. Okay, so let's do it. SB. Is he better than Kareem?
No.
Is he better than Shaq?
No.
Is he better than Wilt?
No.
These is easy though, show.
Hold on. I'm just counting. That's like 3, right?
Yeah.
Is he better than Bill Russell?
No.
Is he better than David Robinson?
I think he is.
You pause right there.
I think he's better than Robinson.
No. To me, you said he better than David Robinson.
Not yet. Hell no. He ain't putting enough work yet. Not yet.
Priest, you sleeping on David Robinson, bro? Y'all be
no. I mean, David Robinson ain't win until he got Duncan.
David Robinson was putting up numbers and was an MVP.
Yeah, bro, man, what are you talking about? Who's his second best player?
I couldn't tell you.
Who?
Sam Elliott.
Vinny Dale.
Bro, his second best player.
I mean, they had Elliott, they had Avery Johnson, they had Vinny the Negro.
No, not yet though. No,
I wouldn't put him, bro. The man all defensive 8 times. This man had 71 points in the game. I mean, Dave, y'all talking about skill, big man. Bro, he should be
quadruple double too. I ain't had a quadruple before.
Man, that dude was unbelievable.
So that would be what, 5? David Robinson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's 5. Okay, this one it gets shaky though. Patrick Ewing.
I would put him over Pat.
Maybe you ain't say Olajuwon yet too though.
I ain't even say Olajuwon.
Yeah, but he ain't better.
Well, we already know the Olajuwon.
We know he's not better than Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing, that's debatable.
Now look, SB. Mm-hmm. A guy nobody likes to mention. I'm high on him, which is Moses Malone. I got him as top.
Moses Malone better than him too.
Yeah, Moses Malone. Moses Malone in my top 15.
He a top 10 center though.
I'm with you.
That's like 7.
Right. I can't remember why I had him. I had Moses Malone from I think it was 16 to 17, something like that.
Is he around that range for me too?
Yeah, I'm high on Moses Malone. A lot of people don't talk about Moses Malone. Moses Malone was giving Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the business.
Buckets, giving them going crazy.
He's unbelievable.
If you're talking about, Moses Malone was an awesome player. That's why he was like, what, 5th all time in scoring? He's up there.
No, that's Karl Malone. You talking about Karl Malone?
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about Moses Malone.
Moses Malone top 10.
Moses Malone he top 10, not top 5.
Yeah, he top 10. Oh, thank you, Fat Cat. I'm glad you mentioned. I forgot.
Because Karl Malone was 2nd forever, so I wasn't talking about Karl Malone.
I might take Jokic. I might take
Jokic over Zoe.
I'm taking Jokic over Lonzo. I'm not taking Jokic over Dwight though. I think Dwight got him.
I'll take Jokic over Dwight.
Hold on. Pause right there. Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, who ain't never worked on his game, ain't never been able to do anything.
But we gotta understand that we forget because we have short-term memory because of Shaq and him beefing and him with the Lakers tenure. When he was on the Magic, he was in the conversation as not the best center in the league, as the best player in the league. With a peak LeBron, peak Kobe, all of them, he was in the conversation for the best player in the league.
Yeah, he was
because of his defense. Yeah.
But that should even put you higher. That you in the conversation for
he was dominant
defense.
Look, bro, he was the best defender in the NBA that can actually score 20, 24.
Yep.
That shit, he was dominant. No, Dwight Howard was really that guy.
He was. We forget.
He was really that guy. I think. Yeah, they forget that, bro. Like he was athletic
my thing
as
with
shit.
Dwight Howard,
strong
I think
as
his athleticism, once that started to wear off, it really,
Yeah, I get. Yeah, we get that.
100%.
That's why
because he
I said
didn't
what
work
I
on
said.
his game. So I
Yeah,
won't put
right.
him over
That's
Jokic because just for that.
When we talk
Because
about
to
career,
me,
he put in enough work as Dwight Howard did, though. Dwight Howard was a monster.
Oh,
He there, though. He
has.
right there, though. He right. Jokic like right behind. I think Jokic do for like 2-3
I
more
think
years past Dwight.
I think Dwight Howard prime was 2008 to 12.
Yeah,
about a 4-year prime.
To me, he again when he hurt his back,
it was
he was
over
still
with,
productive. He still put up 18 and 12 with the Lakers, and then I think it was 19 and 12 with the Houston Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
It was still productive, but it wasn't
Dwight
Howard. You know what I'm talking about? Nikola Jokic don't rely on athleticism. I see him literally doing this he's 28 now. I can see him playing a high level.
Doing the same thing.
Keep it real with y'all. I think this Denver Nuggets team finna be this generation San Antonio Spurs because they not losing nobody.
Look, bro. They got 2 match slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no? So
I believe so.
I don't think that
And
new
I can see
collective bar
Joker as
agreement
the
going
type
to
of
hurt
guy
him.
that take less money too.
Yeah,
to make sure he got
probably so.
Yeah.
And I don't see. Look, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. Even if they lose somebody like Michael Porter Jr., they can easily replace him.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna leave after they win unless somebody throw him a bag. But I think he just added to an extension though.
The only one that they would throw a bag off of that team is Jamal Murray. They ain't throwing no Michael Porter Jr. because that back thing is still hanging over his head.
No, I think they gave him like $100 million extension. It's like in the Tyler Hero range.
No, I'm talking about something. You're talking about another team.
Oh yeah, maybe. No, you're right. You're right about that. Maybe not.
Hey man, I love Boogie, man. Boogie from my city. Salute to Boogie. I can't put him over Jokic, bro.
Nah. Boogie should have been in that conversation, but he was on the Kings. His career.
Yeah, that's the only thing about it. He was just stuck in a bad situation, you know.
He would have been just like Jokic because Boogie offensively he can pass as good as Jokic, but anything else offensively, Boogie had it in his arsenal, bro.
Some gotta be said about this though, SB. Mm-hmm. We gotta give Jokic credit for the leadership. I be paying
100%.
That's one thing that I pay attention that shit like that. I be paying how he galvanize his teammates when they down and up. And that shit I saw, it was something on Twitter that went viral. I forgot what it was. He knew the play or some shit. Mm-hmm. I can't think of what it was. I'm like, this nigga smart as shit. Mm-hmm. I can't think of what that was.
No, he is. No, Jokic is smart. And I think, which is a crazy thing to say, I think what the best thing that helped that team out was when MPJ and Jamal Murray got hurt and Jokic had to really work with just the other guys and really had to lead them.
Yeah.
And he had to work.
Helped.
Yeah.
That helped. That actually, I think that's when he really took a big step and he kind of separated himself from everybody else. Because for a minute, people was kind of dancing with it. Is it Murray team? Is it his team?
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of blessing the skies for real, because he
But he's not even the type of guy that even care about that stuff.
That's why his leadership. That's why his leadership is good, because he don't care. Hey, if you got it, at first they was going back and forth, but now once he actually took over the team, where it's like undoubtedly is Jokic's team.
Yeah, the pistol action. Appreciate it, Slime. Yeah, the pistol action. Yeah, he caught, man. I was like, damn, that shit fire as hell. This man Jokic, man. God dang.
No, Jokic is. I ain't never seen a player that I can really say is no weakness in his offensive game, and it don't benefit you to double team him. Most times they be like, yeah, just double team and make it hard for him. It don't benefit you to double team.
But if you remember, because people act like this is foreign. When you remember when they used to double team Shaq, how quick Shaq would get that ball out, and how good of a passer he was out of that. So I think Jokic probably is a better overall passer, but it's been great passes at that 5 position.
Salute, fellas. Salute. What's going on?
Salute. But Priest, Priest. This dude out here passing like they on the perimeter, homie.
Bro,
I know. That's why I just talked about out of the double team. That's why I said
he don't need. Come on, kill folks. It can be single coverage. He throwing that bitch right on point.
And he was
putting it right on point.
And the crazy part about this, though, y'all, go look up, because I seen it when I think it was like one of these Instagram pages I followed. They went to his rookie highlights, bro. He was been doing this, bro.
Yeah, he been doing it.
Bro, the passes at his rookie year look better than people 8 years in the league passing his rookie year.
He has the skill, but the one thing that we got to think about is how much does evolution play a part? Because the skill is there, right? We see the skill, but the game has evolved in a tremendous way that allows that skill to be maximized.
Like real talk wisdom, Sabonis was doing this shit when he came to the league in the 90s.
This man,
Sabonis was making them kind of passes.
Hey man, look, hold on, man. You picked them to go to the finals. What's going on, man? You picked them to go to the finals. You said you man, all of a sudden Jokic been the best center.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'd have been going crazy.
But see, I believe Sabonis. That's why I believe Sabonis. Or excuse me, not Sabonis, but that's why I believe Jokic molded his game after Sabonis, because this dude looks like we didn't get to see young Sabonis. That's what a lot of people don't realize. We didn't get to see young Sabonis, but them dudes in Europe did. You know what I mean? We got to see 38-year-old Sabonis in Portland. So,
hey, Priest, I'm gonna tell you something though, Priest. And by the way, SB, he one of the few that actually, other than T Courts, he a Nugget fan. CW a Nugget fan. Priest the only one that said I'm not gonna get credit for that, even though I said they should make the finals. They've been a more consistent team in the West.
That's true.
So they should. But Priest, the only one that said they're gonna make the finals. I wasn't so sure yet because they wasn't really battle tested. So they still,
I can't tell how he talked, because if I would have said the Nuggets going to the finals, I'd have been talking crazy. And Jokic playing like the best, I'd have been talking crazy.
No, he was talking about centers. I wasn't talking about, so I can switch it up and have a conversation. But
he the best player in the league.
I believe he is now. Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe he is now.
So you ready to put him over Giannis right now?
It's a conversation.
He do more than Giannis.
I see.
Offensively, he do more than Giannis offensively.
Maybe I don't want to just jump on the.
He got to win the championship though. He can't. We gotta finish the job.
Hold on, but I'm with you on that. But Kim Folk, even if he lose, right? Man, this dude, man.
Yeah, he ridiculous.
It's kind of hard to say he not because he played. This the problem with NBA stars today. They don't play a lot of the games. Like my boy Kawhi, he don't play a lot of games. Kevin Durant been hurt. LeBron is older. Steph Curry is older. So I'm looking at, all right, is you more reliable? Number one, skill set, impact, and all this stuff. I think about Nikola Jokic and Giannis. They're the top of the league, and then it's everybody else after that.
I think what we have a problem with, and I was trying to explain this to somebody, right? At a point in time, we had a clear-cut best player in the league, and it was like Bron for a long point in time, right? And it was like even if somebody win, even if he lose or win, you still say he the best player in the league. But if we at this point in time where it's like that clear-cut debatable, where it's like Jokic, so your winning and losing and your play style matters because it's so close in the debate. Like when LeBron's the best player in the league, you'd be like, yeah, the Warriors won, but you can still see that he's clearly the best player in the basketball. Right now, it's not a clear-cut guy in basketball, so that's why year to year is going to change and series to series. So it's like it's hard to give a guy who both on the same level and say he the better player. He lost in the first round to an 8th seed.
If we've been paying attention to Joker, we would have saw this coming. Because this guy has been doing this and like Cheryl said, it's no athleticism required to do what he does. It's just IQ.
Yeah.
So as long as his mind is still sharp, he's still gonna be able to do these things. So I think if we was paying attention and we wasn't just looking at the fancy shit, we would have saw this coming. But Giannis, I don't know.
And they should start marking him. Go ahead, Will.
Now I was just gonna say, between Jokic and Giannis, it's like, okay, with Giannis, you could just in the half-court game, like, got some holes in this game, bro. Like with Jokic, there's no holes. Now I'm talking about offensively. There's no holes in this man game. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Now, I will say this. I would have loved to see him play in the era with Shaq, Hakeem, D-Rob, and he got a 4-man that's not at the 3 line. Is right there with him. You know what I'm saying? So, but in this era, there's absolutely nothing that you could do with Jokic to stop him. You foul him, he gonna kill you from the free throw line. He can hit the 3-ball, mid-range, post moves. Like, there's absolutely nothing you could do with Giannis. There's ways that you could affect his performance to where you could win a series in the playoffs against him. So that's just the difference to me.
And y'all don't give him enough credit defensively. I think he's actually gotten a lot better defensively. I know he might not be Anthony Davis or some shit like that on defense, but this guy has been playing good D, especially throughout these playoffs.
Jokic's problem is on defense is that a victim of the new era as well. So he's going to have to guard a lot of screen and roll action. They're going to switch a lot sometimes, and he's going to get burnt. So he looks worse than what he is. His effort is there. His IQ is there, and the positioning is there. But in this new era, the athleticism just not there. And there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah, because offensive and defensively, they not close. But Jokic is like elite offensively and average defensive. He's not trash. He's average. Giannis is like dominant offensive, but he got holes in his game, and he's not like an elite defender compared to like on the other side. Because we didn't see him get cooked by Jimmy Butler when he was Defensive Player of the Year in the bubble.
Thing that Giannis is elite at offensively is getting rim pressured. Outside of that, he's not elite at any one thing.
My problem with Giannis though is since he became the top dog, he hasn't improved at all. He's just still the same. His free throw line shooting is still terrible. His jump shot shooting is still terrible. And that part of that weakness is what's hurting him because he got hurt two out of like the last 4 playoffs, and it's because of his game. He got hurt off a charge because he can't shoot a consistent jump shot when he open. He just run and force himself to the rim.
Trying to jump over people like
it don't work like that, bro. So you got to dock him for that because when it's the best player conversation, they that close to each other. So you kind of do got to dock him for it. Is it fair to do it? Maybe not, but you know.
I agree. His game looking ugly sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to watch because he can't.
It's hard to watch.
He don't have no dribble pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a dribble pull up. This man would be unbelievable. He'd be unstoppable. I ain't even saying you got to catch and shoot, but you need a consistent dribble pull up midi. He ain't got that, bro.
Or just when you open, just knock it down consistently, or knock your free throws down.
Shot look a little ugly to me, but I'm gonna tell you something. Even if you don't get that, you know he needs to add on. He got to get a post game though.
That'll help.
If he get a post game, he can, that'll take away some of those, the way they guard him. Because the way they guard him is they just stacking the ball. They got 2-3 people in the middle, and they trying to force him to either pass it or run people over or shoot that outside shot. If he just if he open up the offense in the post, that'll be a lot tougher to guard. And it'll open up the court for his teammates a lot better.
And then that forces his big men to have to become shooters too, because he can't play with a traditional 5-man. So that makes it hard too, So
but the crazy part about it is they actually helped set him up for that because they got him Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez, who's one of the best shooting bigs in the league. So he got the personnel to do it. He just got to work on his game and add that to his game.
But Brook Lopez is much more effective in the paint. The only reason he's doing that is because he's playing with Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the guys is not able to, and Bobby Portis is a very good low post scorer. But you can't they're better low post scorers, real talk, than Giannis. But they can't use that game because it has to be space there for Giannis. So I don't know. And part of it is on the coaching too, because they're giving him the ball at the 3-point line and having him doggone, try to run actions from there. That's part coaching as well.
Yeah, I want to see how that new coach gonna do though. I want to see.
It ain't just on Giannis.
That's Adrian Griffin, right?
Yeah, I want to see how that new coach gonna do.
Oh man, it's tough, bro. Because it's not like Bud was a failure, So, I mean, if this guy could close some games in the fourth quarter where they had big time double digits lead, this guy Bud's still the coach. So it's gonna be tough, you know. Adrian Griffin gonna have to build his own culture, but that shit gonna take time, man.
If Kevin Durant foot not on the line, he get fired that year, so that goes both ways.
Yeah.
If Kevin Durant shot is a 3 and not a 2, and they get out and they lose that series, he was getting fired then. That playoffs really gave him an extension that they weren't trying to give him.
Yeah, that's a good point. They faced the Suns in the finals. You know, they got it done. They was able to close out the Hawks without Giannis.
Yeah, if the Sixers win, they probably, they probably lose to them. But since the Hawks beat the Sixers, because you don't beat the Sixers, I don't think they would have beat the Sixers without Giannis that year.
Nah, that's not happening.
Now y'all see what's going on with the ratings, right?
Yeah.
That just showed me, and the fact that not Giannis, but Jokic don't get promoted like Steph Curry or LeBron or even John Morant.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler and them, nobody really watching them like that the whole year. For them generate 11.5 M's in game one, that was a boring game. So now after game two, I'm waiting to see what them numbers gonna be.
The numbers gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
I think this proves that you can actually market Nikola Jokic. He really fun to watch.
He's a different type of dude. He's not the average. I don't know.
He's fun to
they
watch.
They promote the same kind of thing over and over. That's why they talk about Ja being the face of the league. We can't have no European.
But you don't think he can be the you don't think they should market him a lot more though?
I think he could be the face of the league if you do it properly. See, the thing about it is, if you use these guys, that opens up a whole nother fan base. Like, imagine if Yao Ming was that good. Imagine how much exposure the NBA would have gotten, right? That whole China audience, that dwarfs the United States. So marketing people from other cultures, I think, is good as well, and it's something that they should do more.
But like, if you look at the numbers, see, I don't really. To me, bro, I just like basketball, so I don't really like. I feel like we gotta get away from just talk about the same people all the time, bro. We gotta get the other people some shine too. I feel like.
And it can't be all an action movie. You know what I'm saying? With his guns blazing every scene.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different type of movies. Methodical.
Yeah, this stuff up, bro.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, look, these are two great teams, bro.
People brain ain't like that, Wisdom. They can't follow that kind of shit. They got that what they call low attention span, right?
Yeah.
So if it ain't GTA or some shit, they don't know what the hell to do. So if people out there thinking through the game, like a defensive matchup in football, they said, "Oh, that's boring." Why? Because it ain't touchdown every 5 seconds. Man, come on, man. Learn the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
These dudes do not want to learn the game.
The thing is, bro, we focus too. He said they don't like give European players the coverage, but that's what the NBA is trying to. The players at the top of the league in European.
Even Giannis, Greek, right? Well, he African, but Greek.
Yeah. Claims Europe.
So, I mean, who was Luka Doncic? I mean,
look, the number one pick in the draft. He beat the Wembanyama. He's from France.
Yep.
So this is what they wanted. Adam Silver wants the game to be international. That's why he go against the physical style of play. He wants the league to be skilled and fun to watch. Guys going. That's why they stopped at They call it the what is the check file. Damn, why I can't remember
And
it
check.
now, bro. No. When somebody try going fast break.
Take foul.
Take file. Yeah. Damn, why I can't even think of this shit sometimes? I forget. Yeah, that's why they got the take file rule now.
That
Because
makes sense.
they want the game to be fast and they want the game to be watchable. They don't want all this physical play, guys cussing each other out, fight. So they trying to go away from it. That's they want to go away from that as much as they can. Make it more exciting and make it more reasonable for fans overseas. Now the hardcore fans that's been watching it, a lot of them not watching it because they think it's soft.
Yeah.
So.
But the crazy thing is, like people from like Serbia and these places, like Joker is from, that ain't no soft place to grow up. That shit
Right.
just
Not
as
at all.
bad
They be
as your
wrestling bears and shit.
just as bad as your goddamn neighborhood over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, in Eastern Europe, I've been through some of them places. Them places is not nothing sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why these dudes ain't intimidated when
Man,
they come over
the
here.
problem is, Priest. The problem is, John Moran was supposed to be the guy, bro. He was supposed to be the guy, bro. He fucked it up,
Yeah,
bro.
the NBA
Like
invested a
seriously,
lot into him.
like I don't think people realize like he got so much influence. What's one of that's one of the most powerful things in the world, y'all, is influence. He
Yep.
has that. He's a phenomenal basketball player. He got holes in his game. That stuff could be worked on, right? If he was dedicated to the game like he supposed to, he stay in the gym, not in the clubs all the time, he will be the face of the NBA. But they want you to have a clean image on top of that. Not saying you can't have tattoos. You can have tattoos. They want you to like if you want to be the face, they want you to be
Like
family
LeBron.
friendly. Family friendly. Look like LeBron.
Yeah.
He married with kids, clean cut, none of the all the other the stuff that's off the court. There was never attached to his name. None of that stuff. Like 20 years in the NBA, none of that stuff. Nothing came out and really killed him. Even with the steroid stuff and the PED, even if that ain't true, he handled it the right way, whether it's
They
true or
did
not.
not they did not even breathe life into that.
Yeah. Now behind the scenes might be different. So
Man, salute
but
show. Salute show.
what up, T Court?
Well, what's up, man? What's up, bro? I got
What up, my guy?
I got Jokic at top 10. Borderline 10-9. For right now. I don't think he's ever going to surpass 6 or below. I think
Well,
maybe like
as
7.
a player, or
As a
or at
center.
the 5 spot. Yeah.
As a center, not all time.
Okay.
As a center, yeah.
I think he
But
can rise
this
on
a
the
thing.
all-time list depending on how he if he wins or things like that. But as that center position, you got to look at it. You got Wilt Chamberlain, you got Drain, you got doggone
Salute, home.
Pat, you
Salute
got it's a lot of guys.
Yeah. I mean, unless we're talking like two-way centers, then Jokic is probably like 20s. But if we're talking about just offensively, he's like top 10.
I mean, he ain't better than Kareem. He ain't better than Shaq.
Hey,
He ain't better
he's
than
not.
all those
hey,
guys. So
Diesel, that's cap. Hey, Al Nas was not the face of the NBA. I don't know what
no,
you're
he
talking
wasn't.
about. Al
That
Nas
was
was never the face of the
that
NBA.
was
He wasn't.
Kobe.
Yeah, Al Nas, they couldn't have him as the face of the NBA.
I mean, shit. They added the little dress code because of AI. You
Yeah,
feel me?
right.
They got
Yeah.
lucky
I don't know
because
what you
Kobe was
talking
in the
about.
league at the same time. But that
Yeah,
thing
Kobe
jumped
was
from
the guy,
Jordan.
bro.
That thing
Yeah.
jumped from Jordan to Kobe.
Yeah, you go look at them commercials. Kobe Bryant was in every commercial, bro. McDonald's. This man was supposed to be Jesus Shadow. It wasn't Ray Allen. Like
Facts.
everything was given to Kobe Bryant at that point. Like shit, that shit was
Yeah, it
bro.
was.
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't know.
not
You had to
Allen
be around to
Iverson. The
know.
league did not fuck with AI like that.
Yeah.
They tripping.
They did not mess with AI like that,
He
bro.
said, "Hey, can somebody
See,
have
the
an ice
thing
cream?"
with John Morant caught us off guard. Well, I know John Morant caught me off guard. I followed him, like when he was at college, Murray State. But to me, it was like a good kid with a good family background that wasn't in the streets. Now, that's what I thought. I didn't dig in his life.
He wasn't in the street, though.
So now, like he seems to be going like
in the streets now,
backwards in life. Exactly. So I mean,
shit. You can't argue with that. He in the streets.
And when you doggone ain't had to grow up that way, and then you end up there. I don't know a lot of street dudes that respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be here, but why are you here?
They don't respect it, but they gonna exploit that shit, though. Feel me? Like you want to be around us, pay that bread, pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? And we'll let you be a part of the life. You know what I mean? Like you can hang with us.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Well, there.
What it do, fellas?
Salute, bro. Salute.
Well, my boy. Man, we got a whole summer of fluid night. By the way, I watched it on the Draymond Green, Steve Kerr interview, but that says a lot about how they really feel about them young guys, bro.
I told you, Show.
I didn't watch it. I should have watched it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Show, I'm telling you
how they really feel about them young dudes.
I keep telling you, Show. Bro, people thought I was bullshitting. I was like, no, dude, it's not. Show, man, it is bad, bro. It is really bad, bro. Like I thought it was gonna happen last year during the title run, but it had not. I didn't even expect this. I didn't even expect this.
I think Jaylen Brown's getting traded.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
I think so.
I think he's getting traded.
No, I said they're gonna be professional. They're gonna go to their press.
I think it's about whether or not he turns down that extension. If he turns down that extension, he's most definitely getting traded.
Nah, that
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he ain't turning down that All NBA extension. I don't think so.
He ain't turning that down.
Nah, he ain't.
He gonna get paid over 220 M's, something like that.
No, 95 M's, 295.
Wow.
295.
Yeah,
295.
New era. Show this the new era.
295.
Yeah, because Jason Tatum is set to make $318 million in his next extension.
What the hell?
What?
He was like he putting they getting baseball checks.
Yeah,
because that's the reason for it, because of the new CBA. But the problem now is the new CBA.
They're not gonna be able to get nobody else.
Exactly.
Facts.
So they'll actually be under the second apron. They'll actually be over the cap.
Oh, time funny as hell.
Yeah, that's why, bro.
The problem with that is they're gonna be able to they're gonna be able to sign those two guys, but all the other players, the Derek Whites, all these other players they got, they won't be able to afford them. So
I just hate how they did the CBA, because like even they still haven't fixed the issue. Like, okay, so what if you have homegrown talent? Like, exactly how are you getting the tax exempt, or is it like anything regarding that? They ain't do none of that. Like, I honestly don't know what the players union they were fighting for. It's like they got so many damn other benefits that they were fighting for, like smoke weed and stuff like that. But y'all didn't even fight for
fighting to smoke weed.
No, that's what they got now. It's in their contract now that they got allowed to smoke weed now.
Wow.
And now they don't have to get, and they don't have to get drug tested.
That's important, smoking weed. Okay.
Yeah, they've been doing that though. That's crazy.
They've been doing it, but I mean now they really can't get in trouble.
But that's important enough to put into a contract. Like
yes.
That's what we're doing. That shit is stupid.
So who's at the head of this? Like who runs the what you call
it's
it?
not it's not CP3 no more. It's CJ McCollum and Grant Williams.
And Grant Williams.
Hold up,
yeah,
Grant Williams from Boston.
He's vice president. What's his name? Jaylen Brown is also vice president, and CJ McCollum is the president of the Players Association.
Yeah, they be blowing trees.
No, well, I know CJ did that. I know CJ agreed to that because he can't stand the fucking Warriors. So I already understood that. That's why we in this fucking tax penalty like a motherfucker.
Yeah, CJ a chump.
Yeah,
he's the leaders of the NBA, bro. This shit crazy, bro.
Yeah,
My homeboy can't stand CJ McCollum.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Like
I heard a lot
he
that
don't
don't.
he
A lot
don't
of people
like
don't
he
like
don't
him.
like Jalen Brown either. He say arrogant as hell. I said, what he do to you? I guess he said something. He ain't like, I don't know.
Yeah, I probably told CJ that he can't guard him or some shit. And CJ took it personal. I mean, but that's how I be in between them lines, man.
Yeah.
Des, they looking at better. What up, T Street? What the hell you been hiding that, boy?
What's good, show, man? I've been working, man. I've been tuned in, though.
Man, hey man, wow.
Yeah.
Why they trying to put all kind of jackets on John Morant like that?
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, my whole thing with this situation now, I don't like the narrative that the media is trying to put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith saying he need to get out of Memphis because now it get to the point where they're trying to blame the city for his action. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
they
They put
talking
that
about the
rhetoric.
people around.
The people
the
around.
one thing about that is it don't matter if he's still in Memphis. If he could take them people with him. You see what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's what I'm saying. The people around him come from his hometown.
yeah, I don't,
Them,
like I
them is
said,
it.
He got to be
whether
smarter.
he doing it or not, bro. You know, people saying they blaming everything on him, bro. Even if he ain't even do it, they trying to like push the narrative that he's starting this shit, he doing this, he doing that. I'm like, man, that's crazy. You need to, I don't know, bro.
No, I
I
think
don't
they
know.
got some influence on it. You feel me? And I said that shit from the jump, even when the first incident happened, that he need to get rid of his best friend, Detail, because word around town is he's the one like supposedly like really in the streets, even though he went to college and all that shit. But I just don't like the fact that how they try to put just the city of Memphis and you know what I'm saying, as far as the hip hop scene and trying to equate Ja into the shit because if you
Oh
look at
yeah, I
all
don't
the
like that
incidents
shit.
that happened, yeah, if you look at all the incidents that happened, besides the Pacers incident, which that happened at the FedEx Forum, everything else was outside the city limits. You know what I'm saying? The mall situation that wasn't in Memphis. I mean, the situation at his house, he don't even stay in Memphis. He stay in East Tennessee. That's right outside of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't like the fact that you had other players, the Zebos, the Tony Allens, who some will really say that's really about their life, and they never really had no public issues like that for real. You know, of course, you know Tony Allen got his little issue going on
He
now,
had
but
the Zach Randall, he had to move around too though.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, Zach Randolph was getting in trouble in Portland, but I mean,
Yeah, he
out
had a
of all the teams
situation.
he went to, you know what I'm saying, he was more successful when he was in Memphis, and
Yeah,
I just
he
think
was
you
a lot
know.
more mature by then.
Yeah, and that's another part of it too. You know what I'm saying? Job growing up, and I just feel like he just going through a phase for real. You know, it wasn't until he signed that $200 million contract where he want to act the
I
way
mean,
he acting now.
because they're giving folk money too quickly. I believe it's not enough. What is that? It's not enough mentors in the league, I guess, right now.
Hey,
People to look out for these young guys.
hey, T Street, what you got Nikola Jokic among the all time greats?
As far as centers goes, I think he top 10, man. I mean, it's just I mean, offensively, I mean, we definitely have some great centers, but as far as him facilitating and the impact he brings to his team on that side of the ball, I mean, it's not a lot of centers that we've seen like that. You know, closest to his playing style was Arvidas Sabonis, but you know, he came to the league late, so we wasn't able to see him in his prime. Just seeing what
Man,
Jokic
he's
is doing.
smoking, yeah. I mean, Sabonis, he's smoking him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, off top. You know, he do almost average a triple double
Cause look,
as
see,
a
this is the
center.
thing. We get over crazy. We be like, oh man, ain't no way he an all time great center. But when I break it down though, how many of these like you gonna all right? Him, Alonzo Moore. Who you take? Jokic, Alonzo Moore.
I mean, are you talking about to build a team around?
Just period, all the time, like all the time.
All time. I'm all time. I'm taking Jokic.
It's like Jokic or Dwight Howard.
Ooh, yeah, I'm taking Jokic.
Jokic or Patrick Ewing.
I'm taking Jokic.
See what I'm saying? That means he clearing them. So the only guys I got over him is Kareem, Hakeem, Shaq, Will, Russell, David Robinson, and am I missing somebody? Mose Malone. That's it. I'm putting right there number 8.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's just so hard to argue against him because Jokic, like, if you look at the advanced metrics, like he's killing the game in advanced metrics. You know what I'm saying? PER, true shooting percentage, all that stuff. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to argue against Jokic. I mean, of course, he's not your typical athletic big man who's, jumping out the gym, playing above the rim and all that. But I mean, he get the job done at the end of the day.
He's better in the way that you can do more with him than just your typical athletic big man.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't never heard of a point center before.
And his style of play, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't predicate on players just spotting up being a shooter, you know what I'm saying? Guys are really benefiting off his action. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see guys cutting, coming off screens and stuff like that.
And that's why the effort is typically so good with this team, because guys are involved, so they can
Yeah, we can't forget about Robert Parrish too. I'm taking Jokic over Robert Parrish.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bob McAdoo. I'm taking Jokic over Bill Walton. Yep. Yeah, I'm taking. See, I ain't even mentioned Bill Walton. I ain't even think that ain't nothing to really think about. Because Bill Walton got hurt. He just got hurt. That's the only thing that stopped him, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think Bill Russell would have definitely been higher on everybody's list if his career would at least lasted 12 years.
Yeah, him getting hurt so early actually did hurt him a lot as far as where he rates. Because in college, he's one of the greatest players. It was tough when you think about that part.
He cleared Will Reed too. He cleared him too. Will Reed was definitely Will Reed was definitely that guy, but he definitely cleared Willis Reed.
I forgot about Willis Reed.
There's some people that I'm just not even gonna bring up because of this. Like Wes Unseld, I'm not gonna bring him up. I mean,
clear.
It's people that don't belong in that conversation.
Artis Gilmore, clear.
Yeah, because he passed Mutombo and all these guys already.
Clear.
He passed Patrick Ewing. He's right behind D-Rob right now.
Yeah, I think right.
Hey, and he's nipping at him now, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
You can't forget about Moses Malone too.
I said Moses Malone.
Okay.
I said Moses Malone. I say Moses Malone. I got Moses Malone. Top 20 greatest player of all time. In my top 20.
I do too.
People forget how good Malone was, but
he ain't better than Moses Malone than me. I'm not taking Moses Malone.
The only Malone people know is Carl.
Not right now. Yeah, they don't know. They don't really know Moses Malone because Moses Malone he was in the ABA, then he went to the NBA,
and people don't get them ABA dudes the credit they deserve.
Nah. Like Dr. J. If Dr. J would have played, if he would have did most of his damage in the NBA, he's a top 5, probably top 2. He might be
the
number 2.
The problem about that is, at that time, the ABA was better than the NBA.
NBA, right? Me and CT had that argument all the time. I tell CT, but I can't include ABA accolades with the NBA because he ain't do it in the NBA. He did in the ABA.
I mean, I get that, but yeah, at that time the ABA was a better league. They just didn't have as much money.
Man,
Hell, some of the teams came over from the ABA.
All of the teams did.
Yeah. So the Nuggets is the last team to actually make it to the finals from the NBA, ABA.
So
Yeah, Nuggets is the last team now to make the finals.
Hey, old time, man. Why you hate Draymond so much, man? Hey, my boy, old time, man. He ready for them to get rid of Draymond.
Hey, man, it's a big piece in y'all dynasty, man.
It's hard to let Draymond go.
But old time, I'm gonna tell you something though, old time. What's called coming in practice? He was coming in practice. He was showing up late all the time. Kuminga. That's why he got treated the way he got treated. And then Wiseman was they just looked at they just say he was too nice of a guy. He needed some killer in him. They wanted him to be more fundamentally sound. Like what Looney doing, they wanted that part of his Looney game to be inserted to him. They wanted him to do the rebounding, setting screens, boxing out. He couldn't do it. So they just had to move on from him. I think that I mean, honestly, y'all, that might have been a mistake. Me personally, I don't know.
Man, they kept that boy confidence, man. That's what they did.
I don't know. That might have been a mistake. And then Jordan Poole. I mean, look here, man. Like Jordan Poole, just I mean, I ain't gonna, but he got his ways, man.
That's a shit talking ass brother.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he just got his ways, man. Immature.
The only thing I say about Wiseman, but I understood how he felt. That's why I was like, if they do trade him, I hope it's a team that just like he can actually build off of. So hopefully, I'm gonna be watching his development with the Pistons. So
I don't know, but they got Monty Williams. You saw with Monty Williams how he felt about AD.
Oh, what? Damn, I forgot they do got Monty Williams. Never mind. Sorry, Wiseman.
Bro said Jordan Poole and D'Lo act just alike. I'm like, oh, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, they do.
Some boy act just alike.
They definitely do.
Huh?
You saw what?
Try to say they act like divas.
Yeah, immature. Play. Yeah, they act like little spoiled kids. That's what he said. That was exactly what he said. Two young, spoiled, rich kids. That's what they act like. Immature.
He was so good with my Nets too.
Oh, D'Lo, hell yeah, man! I mess with D'Lo then, man. I feel like he lost. I feel like he a little delusional though. That's what messed him up.
I think that year was so good for him and bad because that year made him think, I'm really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I miss them days. D'Lo acting a fool, bro.
But that Brooklyn Net team, even though I know we wasn't winning the chip, that was so fun to watch. Them dudes.
I watch them every night. I watch the Raptors, them, and Warriors every single. Like if I was doing YouTube that 2000, that's what I would have been covering. Them 3 games more than anybody.
Hey, so let me ask you this: if you're Portland, what do you do with that third overall pick? You trade it or do you draft?
Bro, they gotta look, man. They need to get off Damian Lillard, bro.
I say the same thing.
I think they do too.
I agree.
They not doing shit with Damian Lillard. Like they keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna trade it for what?" Bro, there's no piece out there they can get that's gonna put them.
Not for that pick. Nobody. It ain't like you trading that pick and getting Anthony Davis.
Bro, they not gonna get no better than. Look here, man. Damian Lillard, his last chance was 2019. It's over with. Like I'm Brandon Miller. Like I'm telling y'all, Brandon Miller is going to the Charlotte Hornets. I already knew that. It's not a surprise. A lot of people think bro. I literally heard one person say they think this man the best player in the draft. I'm not gonna say that. I still think Victor wins.
Brandon Miller?
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't the best
I ain't gonna say he's the best player in the draft.
I had to see that.
Nah.
But he trying to argue with me. I don't argue with him about that. Like, bro, I seen him up close. He got the Paul George kind of skills, and he gonna be a lockdown defender. So I'm like, hit the wham though, bro. I can't see that one, bro. Now you can make the case he's the second, cause Scoot, I gotta do more research on Scoot though. I watched a little bit of him. I ain't watched a lot of him. I watched a lot of Brandon Miller. And he went to my school. He went to Alabama. So, but I still can't take him over Victor Wayne.
Yeah, like this draft class got a lot of question marks to me. Besides Victor, everybody else got a lot of question marks.
But yeah, to answer your question too, I'm trading on Dame, and I'm drafting Scoot.
You can probably get more assets if you trade Dame, and you can do a quick rebuild type of situation.
You know what I'm saying? It might not even last that long. You see what happened with Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's always a dumb franchise out there, like that's gonna give you some great players and picks, like to start your rebuild. I mean, it always happens. Teams want to start badly and they desperate. I mean, Dame's gonna get you something back.
Like,
but who wants to trade for Dame though? Like, who wants to trade for Dame? That's a real question.
Miami, maybe
the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have Dame, but I ain't gonna gut the roster though. Pat Riley not gonna take a killer now. Like, he gonna want to feel like in a trade, if he didn't win the trade, though, he ain't get dumped out in the trade. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
He is making a lot of money. That's questionable though, bro. I don't know, bro. That's kind of tough. I'm not the biggest. You know what? I'm not gonna answer that question because bro probably listen to me. And he always seem to think I hate Damian Lillard because of Paul George. If you listen at home, don't text my phone. Just know I don't hate Damian Lillard because of Paul George. He keep telling me, bro, they squashed the beef. Let it go. Bro, I'm not saying that. I've been saying that about Damian Lillard, though. I've been saying about Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard, he's a little overrated because he haven't shown me that he can do it on the big stage when it matters.
Yeah, that year when KD got hurt and they got swept by Golden State was not the move.
It's only Dame time in the regular season to me. Just saying. This ain't about no Paul George. I'm not tripping about that.
How you say about Paul George? Because what? Because of the buzzer beaters?
Cause he, you remember they got into it. Paul George, Damian Lillard had I guess a little back and forth with them, and they squashed it behind the scenes. They got on the phone and talked to that.
Why? Cause he said he shot a bad shot.
I don't know. I can't remember how it started. I can't remember how the whole thing started, but it got personal because I remember this part. I think it was Damian Lillard's sister was talking about Paul George's wife. I know that happened. That was in the public. There was other stuff that was said. I can't remember all of it though. That was during the bubble. That was 2020. Nah, that shit happened. They squashed that shit though.
I don't even think it'd be that deep, but these people be.
It might not be that deep for real.
It might not be that deep, but shit, there's some petty ass beats in the NBA though.
I can't remember like
most of the storylines is driven by the fans and not driven by the league.
It is. I think but I think his sister said something personal about Paul George. This was on some Twitter shit right there. I remember that.
Shit crazy.
Damian Lillard for James Harden.
James Harden a free agent.
That's just staying in the same place basically. That's a move you do and you just in the same place you was before you did it.
Man, that move you do when you worse.
Well,
Yeah, I
that
don't really
too.
do shit.
That too. You know, because you got two great players by talent and by name, but in terms of getting it done, you know, they just don't do it year after year. Yeah, Dame hit some clutch shots. I mean, but I seen Dame also come up small against Hornets, against a Warriors team that like was right there to be had twice, by the way. Because one time Steph was hurt. And you still
Another
can get
thing
by.
too, I forget this part too. My dog, he from Oakland. It's a bias. Now, I had to think about that. I said, bro, you only saying because you from Oakland. And he from Oakland. That's a bias. That's the bias shit. I believe so. I'm gonna take that. I'm always tell him that it's bias. You know, you just like Dame Lillard because he's from Oakland. All these people from Oakland love Dame Lillard. That's why G Money come up in here talking about Portland might make the finals. That stupid shit he was saying. Yeah, that's an Oakland thing, bro. Them Oakland guys stick together over there, bro. But
They're
I
making
just
the finals with Damian Lillard. Who was
yeah,
their second
whatever.
best player? Jeremy Grant. All right. I don't see it.
He said Paul George did Doc Rivers' daughter wrong. Hey man, hey bro, we all did somebody's daughter wrong, bro. I'm not here to. I mean, what you talking about? Only way you ain't doing somebody's daughter wrong, you faithful to her. All y'all cheat on y'all girl. Paul George did Doc Rivers. They make sense at the end of the world. Yeah, all y'all cheat on y'all girl. Keep it real, bro.
Nah, I
And
didn't
even
do
if you
those kind
don't
of
now,
things.
you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't now, you know, obviously people progress and people change. But at some point you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you want to
I don't
admit it
know
or
what
not,
you're talking about.
I'm
People don't
talking
cheat
about
until they get married.
betraying
I'm
our
just
women.
keeping it real.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want
That's
me to
what I'm
lie.
talking about.
I'm just
You
keeping it
know?
If
real.
you
Oh yeah,
married,
I ain't talking about me
cheating.
now. For the record, I'm not talking about me right now. Not right now. I'm talking about in the past or something like that. For the record, don't take it. If you listening, I'm not talking about nothing right now. I'm talking about something before, 10 years ago. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not acting like Paul George committed a crime. He cheated on Doc Rivers. Ain't Glenn Rivers the same dude that got
That
well,
traded
never
his
mind.
son-in-law to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
He the
yeah.
same dude.
Look at Grando talking about I ain't never cheated on my girl. Even if
That
I
moved his
did,
daughter
that don't
and
make
his
it normal.
grandkids to a new city in the middle of the season. That's what he did.
Hey bro, why does this man lying like this, bro? Grando, take a lie to take the test, bro. I need to see you take a lie to
That's
take
what he
the test.
did. I tell the
Prove you.
truth. Glenn Rivers sent his daughter and his grandkids away.
He trying to lie, make it seem like he ain't never. Man, come on, bro. In high school, as you was in high school, college. Come on, bro. That's why y'all quiet on this panel. Y'all ain't got nothing to say.
About what?
Well, nah, look, hey, it's a terrible action. It's a dishonest action. You feel me? That at all times, as a man, at some point in your life, bruh, you did it. Whether you want to admit it or not,
Right.
you cheated on your woman, bruh. Now you could
As
grow
long
and
as you
progress as a
learn.
man. Exactly.
Right.
So
There you go.
if you was 17, 18-year-old kid, you ain't cheating on nobody. You know.
Hey.
Or if you're a young man, you're not really cheating because
Hey
you're not
man,
married.
look. Oh, okay. See, look, okay, Bree, you smart. This man right here, boy. Okay, so what if I'm 25 years old, not married? Does that still count?
If you are married,
You're not married.
if you're 25 and you're not, what,
Not
are you
married.
engaged?
Not married. You hear what I'm saying? Not married.
Oh, well then that still ain't cheating. Shit.
Oh, hey, man freeze. Hey, all right then.
I'm just telling the truth because you know who would say that too? A damn woman who sucks somebody. Never mind. I ain't going. I ain't going down that road. You know.
Hey,
Nah,
T
but there's a
Street.
difference though, bro. Like there's a difference. Like, okay, it's two type of women. Women that like is just there to be there.
Man,
A
them jokers
slider,
say
a
that quick. It
slider.
ain't no ring on
Nothing
this
more than a
finger.
slider, right? But then
Man,
there's a
Wiz.
woman that you trying to lock down, a woman that you don't want no other nigga to hit. Those be our girlfriends, bro. If I'm breaking
Hey,
bread and I don't want, no, I'm just saying, like, if I'm breaking bread and I'm expecting you to not be with no other man, and you my girl, right?
Okay.
And if I mess around with other women, I'm cheating, bro. That's how it
hey,
goes.
hey, Wiz, if you got an old lady, y'all been together for a whole year. You mess with another girl, bro. That's cheating to me, bro.
Bro, that's cheating, bro.
Cheating is cheating. Priest trying to make it seem like if you ain't married, it ain't cheating. Priest, you ain't shit, man. This man's pretty crazy. I had just had to catch on with this man trying to say. Like, what the hell this man saying?
No, because I said that women would say the same thing when they get caught doing some bullshit. People act like it's just dudes. You know what I mean? Them jokers will be like, I ain't cheat, we ain't married, I ain't putting no ring on this finger. Be like, okay, cool. So then when they catch you with their cousin, I mean, you ain't cheating. There ain't no ring on the
Huh?
finger.
Huh?
I'm just joking.
Hey,
I'm just
What?
joking.
Nah. You ain't joking. Nah, you ain't joking.
nah, but hey, man, all the definitions, bro, they are what they are because it's some other countries, dudes got 3, 4 wives and they all know about it and it's all in the law. So it is
Yeah,
what
that's
it
like a
is. You
lot of
feel me?
Islamic countries and stuff like that. So
Hey, it is what it is, man.
yeah, it's different standards everywhere. You know what I mean?
Because how come some dude across the world, he gets to legitimately and morally have like 4 or 5 girlfriends or wives, legitimate. Like they all know about each other, they all eat together, all type of shit. And then on this side of the world, you only given one, and that's all you get.
This is entertaining.
You know what I mean? So it's just, hey man, we all raised different, right?
Yeah, this shit is funny though. Oh man.
Hey, but I will say this though, fellas. Um, I feel good about this series, you know, for the Miami Heat. Bro, I love when Jokic is on the court. One, I get to watch him offensively. He's a great talent. It's a great challenge to stop him. But number two, we gonna put his ass to work defensively every possession we get.
But he be busting his ass, I think. He gives a good effort on defense.
Well, shit, that's exactly what we want. Want him to
So
work.
I actually I've been watching him more closely these last couple years, and I thought the defensive narratives around Joker was a bit unfounded. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about him on defense like Luka Doncic, and that's two totally different things. But oh, he's just trash on defense. I mean, he's might not be great, but that don't mean he's trash.
Yeah. You know, I've been taking some shots at him because right now it's war.
He
You feel
playing your
me?
team,
Yeah,
so
exactly. I'm on my team and it's war. So I'm gonna call Jokic trash defensively. Although I know he gives effort, I know he plays hard, but at the same time, Cody Zeller caught him back door for some slips twice. Like, quick, you know.
hmm,
It's just not much that he can do. Like, he has to do something, okay? Are you gonna go up on the shooters and commit? It's a blow by. If you sag, it's a shot.
they
I
need to
mean, it's tough.
do better with their. I think Coach Malone is going to come up with some stuff, but we'll see. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah, I
Coach
don't know, man.
Malone
Coach
is.
Malone don't really play his team that much, like his depth. I think Spo's going to continue to outduel him.
I mean, it's an 8-man rotation. That's about normal. You don't think? In the playoffs at this point, 8-man.
I mean, they're in the finals,
Y'all only play around 8 men too. Now, when Tyler come back, that might change, but y'all only play around 8 men.
Yeah, but like we play like eight maybe high minutes, like, but we still scatter around some minutes here and there. You know what I mean? Like just to get some extra bodies that could bang and compete basically. But Nuggets fine. Look, man, like they got as far as they did doing what they doing. But I feel as though they didn't face a team like us offensively yet. They face a lot of like ISO. That's easier to guard. We move the ball, and we move the ball a lot with a purpose, man and ball movement. That's tough to guard, and that's why if you watch the games, we getting a lot of good shots. It's not secret, and they're having miscommunications. That's an IQ issue. It's not something that's solved overnight. Something's breaking down consistently, bro. It means that we doing strong actions that you got to respect, and we have counters already waiting to go, and we get to them. Duncan dives. 2 follows him because he's been cutting and killing niggas.
But I think they are going to make some adjustments. I don't think they didn't make many adjustments for game 2. But I think Coach Malone should have, because he said it themselves that they didn't play well. But I think they're going to make adjustments for game 3 because of what y'all were able to accomplish. So, and I know yeah, it's a good win, but it still was a tight game down the stretch. So you always got to consider that, because Denver didn't play well in that 4th quarter. So when you get them down, you can't let them get back in the game. And that happened down that stretch. Some great shot making, but that game could have easily went to overtime.
Well, all right. So
because he got a good look off, or a
true,
good shot off.
true. It was a good shot and a good call to not call timeout. But what do you think?
Y'all should. I think y'all should have fouled him anyway, because
tricky. Because like there has to be like a full-on commit that you already said, all right, we're fouling. In the spur of the moment, like you don't want to give up a potential 4-point play or anything crazy.
You foul them before they get a shot off.
Yeah. But what would you do different though? Because look, back-to-back 4th quarters, we've crushed them. In game 1, what people seem to have forgotten already, they burned the tapes of game 1. We were missing so much easy shots, right? And we were right there in the game. We won the 2nd half, and we dominated the 4th quarter. If we came out with intensity and then start off slow.
What up, Asia?
There's reason to believe that we could have won game 1 as well.
I think they're gonna bounce back. I think they split both of these games. I just think
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think it goes back game 5, 2-2.
I feel, but this is my thing though. It kind of making me. I feel like this. I'm just. I get tired of everybody keep making it seem like this on one side of the series.
It's not.
It kind of like. It kind of makes me feel good when Miami do win, because it just shows, y'all continue to disrespect them. They keep showing that talent is not everything, But Miami really got more depth. If you pay attention, they probably got more depth than I might be going too far right there.
Nah, I mean, go that far. Like go name for name of guys that could contribute. And then, and you're right.
Let me see. Okay, the 2 best players are Jokic and Jimmy. The 2nd best player, Bam and Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Then who's the 4th? Is it Tyler Hero? He's not even playing, so I'm not even cool.
Aaron Gordon will probably be the 3rd.
For Denver?
Aaron Gordon? Yeah. Aaron Gordon.
Over MPJ?
Yeah.
Okay, so third is Aaron Gordon.
Because Aaron Gordon could have been an All-Star this year. People forget that.
Yeah,
he should have been actually.
Who? Okay, who the third?
And MPJ or KCP, whichever way you want. And then another thing, Wisdom, KCP tricked up that game. That's a big reason why y'all won. Because KCP was.
How much points did he give up?
I disagree, bro. I mean, he gave us 6 points from the free throw line.
No, he fouled 3-point shooters 3 times, 2 dumb ones, and 1 was, I guess, you just kind of got tricked up. So that's 9 points. They only made 8 of the 9, I think, 8 or 9 of those. So he gave up 8 points right there. And out of the free throws y'all shot, I was listening to NBA radio earlier. I think it said y'all shot 18 free throws in game 2. Something like that.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
18, something like that.
Made 18.
12.
Probably.
No, I think y'all shot 20, and 14 of those free throws came off of KCP fouls. So the rest of the team only sent y'all to the line 6 times.
But Caleb Moore, I look at Caleb Moore. I mean, I don't think he'll do like he did.
It could be Gabe Vincent for that number 3 spot on the Heat one night.
Yeah.
Another night it could be somebody else.
I can say Gabe Vincent, but
I third best players.
Yeah, I think he hasn't been a third best player though the whole year.
Yep.
So ever since Kyle Lowry got hurt and he started, I think he's been consistently been that best third best player. Like last game, he looked like the best player.
That's a good point. Yeah. Knocking down shots.
I don't think.
And then Boston, you can argue that. I know Caleb and Jimmy was getting all the press, but I think outside of those Jimmy big games. What's up, Tamar? I think outside of those Jimmy big games, Gabe Vincent has been y'all most consistent player. He's been shooting the best, highest percentages. He's been, whenever y'all go into those laws offensively, he seemed to come up with a big shot.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's why I said when I was on Unc channel, I said, man, that dude earn himself a bag.
Yeah, it's like some fleet shit.
So, Dad, you think about this? Stroops, Caleb Martin, Cody Zeck. See, it gets shaky right there.
Well, got Duncan too. That's been playing better. And
Duncan Robinson. They got better shooters.
Ability.
You know what I think what it is?
They got two at times. Kyle Lowry.
Right. They got more shooters and they got better perimeter defense than Denver. Denver got the powerhouse talent though. You know, they got powerhouse talent in Jokic and Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon. To me, it's a powerhouse role player. I know people on my channel, bro. I like to give guys credit where credit due. If you're a very productive role player, that shit count. It should count, bro. Because we start talking about real basketball. You need role players to win chips. It can't just be superstars.
That's true.
Facts. Yep.
You need guys like Aaron Gordon, like he did in that closeout game against the Lakers. What did he do on both ends? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't win a championship. They don't get this far without Aaron Gordon.
And Bruce Brown. That was a huge pickup for them.
That's a huge pickup because Brooklyn definitely didn't respect him enough to even offer him a good deal. That's stupid. He was one of their best players on the team.
He's a problem.
Don't get me started on these moves.
He has good talent. You know, like he got a good handle.
You don't have to bring up everybody that we let go. We should have stopped Uncle Jeff too.
I know that's why I keep messing you. That's why I keep messing with you.
In that second quarter,
Uncle Jeff Green should have been back in Brooklyn too, but they let him walk out the door. I mean, just.
What you say?
But I think the effort wisdom gonna be better from Denver, like where they don't close out, where they don't. I think that's gonna be because the coach is gonna call them out and he going to demand that from them. But I look forward to a good series.
This is gonna be a long series. That's not Miami's last win, bro. It's not gonna. Don't play crazy. Denver's not gonna win both these games. I don't see it. Not in Miami. Miami gonna have one of these games. Miami finna get crazy hot from the 3-point line. It could be next time. Might be.
It might. But about Bruce Brown. See, the thing is, You know, like he plays great defensively. In that quarter that they had to run without Jokic playing, he was just on ball on Duncan Robinson, making Duncan Robinson do a lot of dumb plays and stupid turnovers. Like that first half, you know, Bruce Brown really had a big part of that spark. KCP hit a 3 off a foul, I think, that he committed off Gabe Vincent. They didn't call it, and he goes right down and knocks down a 3. And also, he got 3 free throws when Gabe fell and he jumped into him. So if you kind of think about it, the points he gave up, he kind of got him back.
Right.
And also, Jokic got a foul call at a 3 that Bam contested. Bam didn't even touch him. And they gave Jokic 3 free throws. So the calls went both ways. I mean, it's just going to be about who's going to overcome the most. We got to overcome Jokic and Jamal Murray, and they got to overcome our good looks. And they overcome our good looks by us missing. You miss, you lose. You know?
But
So
I think if they give better effort, they take away some of those open looks, or at least force y'all inside the line, right? And off of the 3-point line in the mid-range shots. Even a lot of the stuff like that, they didn't do a good job of. But again, it's all about effort. At this point, it's all about effort and heart.
who's the anchors on the interior defense for the Bucks? To you,
For the Bucks,
defensive interior anchors.
what, Lopez and Giannis?
Okay, who's that for the Knicks?
Robinson?
And who's that for Boston?
Rod Williams?
And who else too?
Horford ain't really like that right now.
Hey, Horford is like that. You know, I remember that play when he sent Bam back to his homeland, you know, on that block, that like momentum changing block. You know, like he could protect the interior, and he gave Embiid hella problems in that series. Go watch it closely. So my
But
point
Embiid
is,
allows. See, this is the thing. Everybody say, "Oh, Horford does a good job guarding Embiid," whatever. Embiid allows people to do a good job guarding him. Marcus Smart did a good job guarding him because he doesn't punish matchups. It ain't nobody who should be able to guard Embiid.
I mean,
But
that's
when
easier
you're
said
that big and
than done,
you're
though. I
no,
think
it's not hard.
that was a bad job.
It's not
You know,
hard
by the team of
when
not
you
getting
stop
Embiid the
shooting
ball.
fadeaways and attack the put rim pressure on, attack the rim. Go in the post, impose yourself. That's not hard to do when you 7'1", 300 pounds. Jokic do it. He did it versus Anthony Davis. He did it versus Rudy Gobert. He did it versus.
Yeah.
So no, it's not hard when you're that big to force people to have to defend you in the paint. Embiid just doesn't do that.
Even if you say that, right? I mean, like he's still a great player that you still have to stop, though. You know, like, this is a guy that's averaging a lot of points. His skill set is still there. You know I mean, so it's not that easy to stop him now. Come on now.
But he
I mean,
makes it
Embiid's a dog.
easier because of how he plays. If he did those things, it would be much harder to defend him. He makes it easier when he gets the ball and he does step back jumpers. You live with that shot. If you make it, touche. If you want to shoot a fadeaway mid-range shot when you don't have to on Marcus Smart, I give you that all the time. You see what I'm saying? He makes it easier to defend him. It ain't no way that you guarding a David Robinson or a Shaq or any of these guys with a Marcus Smart. No way. In life, he too big for that.
Yeah, but I don't think Marcus Smart was like as one-on-one as you think he was. You know, there was help. You know that did know like, hey,
That help don't even got time to
we
get
got
there if
Smart
you're talking about those other guys.
on.
You see what I'm saying? He shouldn't even be able to. Soon as
But look,
Smart
here's the
gets
thing,
switched
though,
on
right?
to him, he's supposed to push that dude down under the rim, get the ball, and just dunk the ball. I mean, that's
it's not
just
always easy like that. You know, at times, like when you see the help, the turnaround close jumper, that's a good shot. You're going opposite the double team. And look, it's like shooting over a chair. Like, this easy work for Embiid. You know, like he can shoot over Smart easily. Make that probably like 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 easy, sleeping. Marcus Smart's a chair, you know, so it's not always about trying to bulldoze, because you got to remember, he's crafty too. One little flop, offensive foul. So at times, that is the best move. It's a shot. I'm going away from the help and double team. I'm shooting over a chair. It's on me to make the shot. And he missed, unfortunately. I mean, like, this is just a continued mark of Embiid not being able to come through in the big spots in the playoffs. This is another season now, over half a decade of you're dominating the regular season, anticipating postseason. We get the postseason, and you come up small. So you're right. He doesn't do enough of dominating. But
so you don't think that he makes it easier to defend him because of his style of play?
I mean, if you're a great playoff team, yeah, you know, but you got to get to the postseasons for that. So, like, if you talk about in general, nah, man, like, the dude averages 30 for a reason. It's because, and like,
well, in the regular season, sure. I mean,
his knee was kind of tore up too a little bit. So
but he
I
do
will
that
give him
every
the
time in the
benefit of the doubt,
postseason.
though.
His postseason numbers, his numbers go down about 8 points every year in the playoffs.
Hey, this guy's got bad luck, because I can't remember postseason that something hasn't been wrong with him. I mean, like, maybe a few postseasons,
I
but
mean, he was allowing Nick Claxton, who was 100 pounds lighter than him, to guard him. It's
yeah,
just
but Nick
things
Claxton
that
is a dog, though. You know, he's a dog, and he's tough to score on, bro. Like, yeah, it might seem like he's skinny and you could bully him, but you got to be on that court. I mean, like, this guy that just have strength, and he can recover. He's tough to score on, bro. Like, he's a hell of a defender, that kid, man. He's a hell of a defender. He'll make Jokic work. You know what I mean? Jokic stronger.
Jokic does not see this. Jokic, you see when they, like, for instance, when Kyle Lowry end up on Jokic, you see when he goes straight to the rim, and B will look at Kyle Lowry down there on the, like a little person, and then shoot a fadeaway jump shot. That's what he would
You ain't
do.
wrong. You ain't wrong. But my whole point was, in general, like, this is the easiest interior that Miami Heat is facing, you know, at this postseason. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I basically meant, you know,
I know what you were getting at.
from
I know
what
what
we
you were
had to
getting at.
deal with to get to this point, the tough defenses, it's a breeze with the Nuggets. So
You
at
think
their
New
best,
York is? You think New York had a tough defense?
yeah, it was a tough, scrappy defense, bro. Especially with Mitch Robinson. I mean, in
Well,
terms
other
of
people have
interior
more faith
presence,
in their defense than I did. So, I mean, that's just.
yeah, hey, they shut down the Cavs. The Cavs was a hell of a team with two great guards, and they shut them down. You know, Grimes is a great defender.
And the
RJ Barrett
Cavs,
played great. Brunson's a
the
dog.
Cavs are. I clearly overrated them because I expected them to beat the Knicks.
Hindsight is
But
2020.
but
But in
both
the
of them games, but some of them games were some of the ugliest, most boringest, sloppiest
hey,
games that I've ever seen. With
hey,
terrible, I mean, Jalen Brunson.
defensive basketball, I'll take it. A slugfest.
No, it was a lot of missed shots. The Cavs would come down, do a step back three, they'd miss. Jalen Brunson would go down the other end, score. They would come back, they would do another step back three, miss. Jalen Brunson would come down the other end, score. They didn't put any rim pressure. You got 2 7-footers. You're not getting any rim pressure. So they did not play a sound game of basketball. They did not do it. They even with pick and rolls, they would just pick to get a 3-point shot as opposed to picking to try to put pressure on the front of the rim. So, I mean, and when those, like I said, the same thing with Boston. When those shots are falling, they look real good. When you bricking them holes, that's it's a terrible thing to watch. So
Yeah, that's just the how the game is now. It's I make
it
more
ain't
threes
like
than
when
you.
y'all play. Y'all would do the pick and roll, swing, get an open three. No, if you just do a pick and roll, then do a step back three, and nobody else touch the ball. I mean, it's easier to defend that way.
We run plays. That's just always some tough actions to defend, because every person in the action, they create conflict. Duncan, you know, he's a sniper, so you got to come up. Bam's a great role man. You know, like when he's not, overthinking things and he's just being aggressive and just not thinking, just being great. Like he's tough and he can hit the midi and the close shot. Again, when he's not overthinking things and he's just catching and shooting, making up his mind early, got great touch, man. Defensively, works hard. I mean, like he put Jokic under what it was, 8 for 18. So that's a good defensive effort. To also have to score 20 plus. Man, I mean, Bam's been playing great. I mean, I know like last week I said I'll take like Nas Reed over Bam. I mean, I was pissed. Bam's against Boston just not coming through like I know he can. I was pissed. And offensively, I still probably will, but I feel stupid for saying that.
Nas Reed.
Majorly stupid. Hey, but he's a great young player, man. Hey, man, like just watch.
I like Nas Reed.
Tape on Nas Reed and just see how great he is in terms of his aggressiveness. He'll dunk on you. He can shoot the 3 ball. Defensively.
And we don't know what Nas Reed will become if he has his own squad. If he's playing, if he has that ability to. So.
Yeah.
Him playing behind Cat and now Gobert, you don't really get to see all of his capabilities. So.
Yeah, he's I think he's an unrestricted free agent. I'm not sure, and so he might get that chance to, get a big opportunity. Obviously, it depends on what team he signs on, and who's already the 5-man there. But I mean, if he gets an expanded role, I think this kid could give you about 18 and 9 or 10 a game.
I can see that.
Because look, it's plenty of times I'm saying to myself this season, I'm like, this kid's better than Gobert. I mean, the Wolves don't skip a beat when Gobert misses games. Or, well, he's still a great interior presence defensively, man. You can hate Gobert. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think, he's a big, goof. But at the same time, he's tough to score on consistently, bro.
But see, everybody, when you say Jokic was taking advantage of that matchup, everybody said, well, Gobert don't do this, Gobert don't do that. So. They try to discredit that young man when he's dealing with when he's in that matchup. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But I think Gobert is still good defensively, but whatever.
Yeah, he's not like an all-time great player. He's a great in this era in his own right defensively. He could give you about 12, 13 to 15 points a game, off lob and offensive rebound type of plays. So I mean, he could play in this game. I think back then, he'd be exactly like Mutombo. Mutombo hands wasn't the best. He'll catch and he'll dunk on you. The same thing we see from Gobert. It'll be Aki offensively. His side of the ball was defense. And I think Gobert is in that same mold, that same elite, high class, 99 defense type of thing. Right there with Mutombo.
He was.
In this era, tough for the guard, bro. There's a lot of space.
Because the space and movement thing is. The space thing is real big when you're talking about today's game because it's a lot of motions. It's not a lot of play for a big man out there. Just a normal big man. It's harder to get to all these different things that people like to do.
Yep.
But I look forward to seeing what the doggone plan is moving forward.
Well, for who?
For Denver. Y'all made adjustments for game 2. I want to see what they do.
Well, as long as they keep Jokic on the floor, which of course they're gonna put Jokic on the floor for as long as they can. Defensively, there's not much that they can do, bro. That's just that's just the Cold Stone reality. With
I think
Jokic on the floor
that's
for Denver, it's about
a stretch
outscoring us,
saying
bro.
that there is
That's
nothing
it.
they can do. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, but what can they do? If we put Jokic in the action, what is he gonna do? He only got a few action. He can't just hide, right? Because you're the 5-man, you're the anchor, and Bam is gonna come set that screen, and you're gonna be forced to do something, bro. I mean, if you got Jokic on Love, which I heard some people saying on Love, I mean, like Love is out there at the 3-point line. I mean, he's gonna get a good shot.
But Love don't do a lot of movement, so if you putting him on there, just I don't know, but because
Yeah, like
Love
just
don't move
imagine
a
Love
lot.
doing the handoff then. So I mean,
Man,
you can
we'll
shoot the
see.
ball.
I'm gonna wait to make my prediction for Game 3 tomorrow. I'm gonna do a show. We'll do a show. We're gonna do a show, then we're gonna do the live game tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't foresee just easy. Just, like a lot of
Everybody
people,
keep
just
thinking
like
this series finna be one way though. That's what I don't like. Like I don't like the disrespect everybody showing just Miami. And they let me know a lot of folks not really basketball fans, bro. We got a lot of casual fans talking basketball, acting like it's just a one-sided series. They ain't really looking at it from the whole. They ain't looking at the big picture right now. You got a team like Miami that's grit and grind. They play hard for 48 minutes of the game. Like these guys are hungry. They a better 3-point shooting team to me. So this all that right there, that's been like a series. Nobody had them beating Milwaukee. Nobody had them beating Boston. They did that shit. So why we acting like they gonna play against Denver and it's gonna be a sweep? Man, that's crazy.
I don't know where the sweep come from. Why? Number one, why would you even? It's the NBA Finals. Why would you even root for a sweep? I don't know. I don't know where that idea came from. That it's just gonna be a sweep. It's no contest. Is this?
Well, it's hard for people to like really understand what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because
The problem is both of these teams they don't want to be there.
well, yeah,
That's
like not only that though, but it's like we appeared to be so bad because we couldn't hit our shots. So we appeared to be so bad that we're going to be eliminated against the Bulls in the last playoff game.
oh
In the
y'all was
last
going to
3
be
minutes, we
eliminated. Y'all
turn
was
it on.
close.
Well,
That last
last
5
3
minutes
minutes to
did
be
it because that's I was like, oh my goodness, Miami ain't gonna make the playoffs.
exactly now to being in the finals and 3 games away from being a championship team. That's 3 games away after 82 game season. I mean, it's hard to really understand how it happened, but if you just watch, you can see why it happened. The ball movement, the grit and grind, like Show said. You don't quit. It's a full 48 minutes, and we don't beat ourselves. Every possession matters offensively. Every possession matters. I mean, I don't know, bro. And the last 4 years, besides a short offseason after the bubble, we battled for the East or won the East 3 out of 4 times. So we've been doing it. It just hasn't been recognized.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I said that too. I said that this last year the Miami Heat was the #1 seed. So I actually did not think that it was gonna be no easy way just to beat them. But again, I wasn't gonna come off my pick. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all did win the chip. But I do think that overall, Denver has more talent, but we'll just have to see how that go. Because a lot of teams supposedly had more talent. I think Denver is the most disciplined team y'all faced, though. If that makes sense. I think Denver is the most disciplined team.
It makes sense.
Because now everybody want to say that Boston is a boneheaded team, isn't that?
You know, we've been saying that last year, so but no one wants to say anything about it. That's why I didn't even trust their ass in that series. I was like, bro, they just so dumb.
Yeah, but I think Boston would have gave Denver hell.
I don't think so.
I
really
think Boston
I
probably
really
beat
don't think
Denver in
so.
like 6 games, in 5 or 6
think
games,
that's
bro.
I think you I don't think Boston
Hey.
would have been. I think Boston would have been much easier for Denver.
All right.
Because
Who
Even though
they
they have
got
the
playing
talent, they
defense
just
though?
play so dumb, dude. They just really do.
Denver would have been able to exploit them easier. They're not sound
So
in
who
what they
Aaron
do.
Gordon bullying on switches and stuff
I ain't
like
talking.
that?
It ain't even about bullying.
You know,
It's about they'll be able to the mistakes that are made. Boston is gonna make mistakes, and they it wasn't about bullying the Lakers, but they exploited those things, and the Lakers don't even make as many
man,
mistakes
the
as
Lakers
Boston
could have
does.
swept Denver, bro. The Lakers had a chance to sweep Denver, bro. Like
But they
if we
got
being
swept.
fair, though, right? It didn't happen. Nuggets won, but I'm just saying if we're being fair and we analyze game by game, we could still admit that even though they lost, the Lakers had a chance to win the game, like right there for the taking. You know, game 1 they came back. It was a 1-possession game. Game 2 they had control and choked. Game 3 they had control and choked. I mean, the Nuggets haven't proved that they've been a juggernaut though, bro.
I don't know.
We can say that about the Nets when they had KD when they went against Boston. I mean, all those games were close, but I mean, they still got swept. So I mean, I don't. Like I
I
said,
can't
they
sit there and make
like
no
we got
like they could have
two of the best
the
fourth
sweep could
quarter
have been the other
teams.
way.
Yeah, so we got two of the best fourth quarter teams in the finals. These are two clutchest team in the finals. You got one of the most well coached team in Eric Spoelstra, and you got one of the most talented teams that's pretty much still left in the NBA. It should not be a sweep. I don't understand why a lot of people feel like it should be a sweep. I mean, it's gonna be a closer series than a lot of people get credit for. I mean, there's the things that
I think y'all still kind of. I know you're a Miami Heat dude. I think y'all kind of underestimating the Nuggets and what they've done.
that's what I'm saying. Both
A
teams
little
got a
bit. It
chip on
sounds
their
like
shoulder.
it.
Yeah, because like both teams. Can you think about it? Both teams got a
It's
chip on their
just dude.
shoulder.
Wisdom. It's just I didn't say that. I knew for a fact that y'all was gonna beat Boston especially after y'all went up 3-0. I wasn't making these grandiose things that said, "Oh, well, Boston can still come back." Mm-mm.
Because if I remember correctly, the only time the Denver Nuggets has been favored was against the Timberwolves. If I'm right,
Yes, that's the only
yeah,
time.
that's the only time they faced. So both teams got a chip on their shoulder. They both won it. They both been doubted by both the media. So I mean, it's just not. I don't think no one's taking. I'm not saying that people not taking Miami serious. I think they taking them very seriously. But that's why I say it's going to be a great series.
It's
Actually,
just
the last game was very good, to be honest.
Yeah, Jokic is unstoppable, man. Like he's unstoppable. I mean, he's a problem. Like he's the first thing that you write on the whiteboard, during the team meeting. The first name you put is Jokic. what are we gonna do about Jokic tonight? I mean, he's a problem, bro. He's unstoppable, and he could like take you off the 3 line because he put a move on Bam. I mean, some point guards can't even do that to Bam. I mean, this guy went behind the back, broke Bam off.
Oh my God!
Got a foul. I'm like, God damn, this guy is amazing, man. Like, he'd be the only guy that you could say is like a top 5 center, and he don't even got to make an all defense team. You know, he'd be the first. I mean, all those bigs, all defensive bigs, and the one exception is gonna be Jokic. Yeah, all time. I mean, like that's how great he is. That you're willing to look past the fact that he got no all defense teams, and you still will rank him up there with the all-time greats because he's that good offensively.
It could happen. Yeah, it could happen. It definitely could happen. I can see it.
Like if you raise the bar from 100 to 1,000 in terms of offensive ranking, Jokic will be at level 1,000, bro. Like he's unlimited offensively, bro.
That brother is super gifted, man. That brother is super gifted. Like that man is the elite of the elite when it comes to offensive talent. Like for a big man, that is ridiculous. How are you getting these damn shots to go in? The touch around the rim is ridiculous. You're finishing over Cody Zeller. You're finishing over Cody Zeller. You got Kevin Love ass hounding your ass. I'm like, bro, ain't no way, bro. You doing that on the move?
Look, it's like back in the day, bro. Like when I used to play 2K, and then like if you look at the guys like the shot map and everything be red, like that's Jokic on like every part of the court. He's red. Like he's dangerous on any part of the court. Turnaround fades. Just any, I don't know, bro. This guy's flawless offensively, bro. So if we do lose to the Nuggets, which we ain't, but if we do lose to the Nuggets, it's gonna be because Jokic just played godlike.
Right. Trust me, I agree. If he plays above his level and stuff like that, I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. What you think is up with Jimmy though, Wisdom? Like, what's up with your boy Jimmy?
Well, I know what's up with him, but I don't want to paint it as an excuse. But the guy's on one ankle, bro. Look, just watch him in the Bucks series. Like he was attacking the basket, attacking Brook Lopez, attacking Giannis, and he was able to attack the rim aggressively with no fear and no hesitation. Just pay attention to him ever since that Josh Hart shit happened when he slid under him and damn near broke Jimmy's ankle. And he had to miss game 2 of a playoff series, right? And in game 3, his ankle is still so weak that he's trying to get a loose ball and the same ankle buckles. Damn near bent.
You say he's hobbled. Okay.
Bro, he's hobbled like a motherfucker, bro. He hasn't had, bro, an ankle. You need at least 2 weeks, bro. Everybody knows that plays sports. It's not the end of the day like when you tweak your ankle, but it needs at least a couple of weeks to get that strength back. He hasn't had that. It's every other day that he's been having to play. Every other day. So
that's why I was
just watch him when he attacks, bro. Like he can't gather right, bro. Like
that's why I was kind of annoyed with y'all in the last series of Boston that y'all didn't finish it early because he's like because Gabe Vincent even rolled his ankle, and I'm like, oh my God, see, this is why he put him away because if not, anything could possibly happen, bro. Anything. Hell, Jimmy rolled his ankle again in game 7. I was like, yo.
Yeah. That's just not stable, bro. That's why he's not going up as aggressive, as you guys would, expect him to, bro. Like he's getting blocked a lot too. I mean, smoking layups because like the 1-2 is not really a smooth. Like when you go into the hole, like that 1-2 that you do, bro, like you don't trust that plant on the weak ankle, bro. And it's awkward. But he's still doing what he can do, bro. Like he's still controlling the game, playing a lot of point, playmaking, getting guys open shots. He's still collapsing the paint, Defense, he's still there for you defensively. doing everything he can. Off ball, he's smart. On ball, he's smart. I mean, he's still affecting the game, but like to help us win. And our role players, a different guy each time just steps up and makes a play. It's Gabe, it's Strus, Duncan. Kyle Lowry has a vintage game. Bam plays great. You know, just getting it from a whole bunch of different players. You know. So, I mean, to win this series, it's going to take everything that we got. Everything that we got. Every ounce of whatever those guys got is going to take that, bro.
Yeah. I did like the adjustment that Spo made. I was wondering why they didn't play Kevin Love, but he just didn't play for him because he just went small, and I was like, okay. As I was like, you can't really be too mad. I mean, at the same time, coaches are gonna make mistakes. They're just gonna make mistakes. They're just human error. So as I was like playing Kevin Love more. Also stop allowing the switches between Jokic and Murray to happen. Bam actually hedging and recovering more to help the ball handler. A lot of little small stuff. And then they just play with more force. Just play with more force and play smarter. But
yeah, pretty much. I mean, Bruce Brown playing great basketball. You know, MPJ is not playing so great, and KCP is not playing so great. So I know we still got to respect them, you know, because they could get hot at any moment. So we still got to defend and run these guys off the 3 line. They can't get practice shot. Bruce Brown has proven that he can knock down the set 3 if you leave him open. And so can KCP, and so can MPJ. He's off now. It's a lot of games left. There's a lot of basketball left.
Yeah, I didn't like what player choice with Ticket was trying to say. I'm like, it could be the same thing for Mike Malone if he just runs some plays for MPJ to get him going. Like, no different like how he got Max Strus, like Eric Spoelstra did with Max Strus. I'm like, dude, you literally could just do the same thing just to speed him to get him open, get him in rhythm. Like, I don't know. It's not. I mean, like I said, I just want to see good, great basketball. I didn't like game 1. It felt like the Heat was just literally just last days ago. Like that, I was like, they got to give out a better fight. They just got to get out a better fight. The second game, they got their better fight. It was a nail biter at the end, but shit. But but I think MPJ he'll be good, even if this is his first finals. I mean, sometimes just shots just not on. It's just not on. It is what it is. But I mean, if he's going to be out there, he has to contribute some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, true, and he's getting lost defensively as well. I mean,
very bad.
They're not that good at communicating on defense. You know, they just faced a lot of ISO type offenses, and you know, with our style of offense, like with the ball movement, you know, they having a lot of miscommunications on you know, who should pick up who. You know what I mean? And things like that, which is basic. But I mean,
it's basic, but it's not. It's common sense ain't too common because I'm like, y'all let Duncan Robinson get wide open for 3, Gabe Vincent get wide open 3. All y'all gotta do is just shout out switch, like shout out switch. Like it's not like that's why I was like, damn, they're getting quality fucking looks, and all they had to do is just shout out switch. I was like, I can understand Christian Braun. That he, you know, he's a rookie. This is his first time, so I can understand Christian Braun. He probably a little bit lost. But KCP, I expect better out of you, bro. I expect way better out of you. You gave them 6 points from the 6.5 on the 3-point shooter, bro. I was like, yo, come on, KCP. MPJ, that man look like he's a lost puppy out there. So that shit, boy.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, Show, you mind not if I say some shit real quick? I got to get on this motherfucking CWE. Fuck all this analysis shit. Hey, CWE, you a weird motherfucker, man. What is up with you in the chat trying to start some shit and I ain't even talking to you? This motherfucker went on the fucking Warriors radio flagship station in the chat on YouTube talking shit, trying to get on Warrior fans. Hey, dude, I know you want to fuck KD. Let the shit go. I'm tired of your ass. You talking about Wayne as his middle name? You little weird motherfucker. Hey, look, stop talking the KD shit. I don't give a fuck about that weirdo. And I did rename you. This dumb motherfucker was still sitting up here talking about he CWE Bed-Stuy, but he had a fucking son's avatar, and I renamed your ass, Toby. I renamed your ass like you was fucking Kuta Kente. You start calling yourself Suns Valley after I was calling you Tempe Phoenix. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. You a goddamn weirdo. I bet your ass would drop the fucking soap if KD was around. Now shut the fuck up. All right, get back to the show.
Damn.
He went on Roy's radio show. Wait, he went on Roy's. Oh my god, I didn't know he went on the fucking Warriors radio show on the comic section. That bro.
That shit crazy. These dudes, man.
That's why I be knowing CWE. CWE, bro. That might, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
It's silly. I mean, I don't know with these dudes, man. God damn. That's why I don't follow no goddamn player. I like a team, whoever's on the team.
Even if you follow the player, man, you have to have a healthy type of fandom with them. That's why I just don't understand this shit. I just generally don't understand this shit.
I mean, if you're a fan of a player, step one is having your own team to begin with. That's step one. Because I got players that are like my favorite players, but they never played for the Heat. I got my own team that I'm cheering on. And if that player plays against my team, I want them to lose. But other than that, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not supporting their team. Yeah, I mean, guys jump from team to team because their favorite player getting traded. And I mean,
that's what I'm saying. You just go on to different team and shit when your favorite player gets traded, or just go for free agent to free agent. That shit don't make sense, bro.
Yeah. And I get KD's a great player. You know, KD's a great player. So, I mean, you know, he got a lot of fans and stuff like that. But, I mean, that's how it is, bro. Every player got their fans, bro.
It's cool. And I'm not saying
too far, though.
They do take this shit too far. Like, I like LeBron, but just listening to Ghost Town and Ben Baller, oh my God, bro. I don't even want to say I like the brother. Shit. I don't want to be grouped up with them. Like, that shit's crazy, bro. That shit crazy. And then I'm like, bro, I'm a Warriors fan. I was like, bro, I love Steph Curry. Can't tell me shit about Steph Curry. I ain't finna come up here to defend him like that, bro. That shit crazy, bro. I ain't finna keep going on the fucking. What does I look like going to the Suns radio station just to fucking talk shit about KD? Like, no, bro. I like Kevin Durant too. I actually like fucking Kevin Durant. That's what I'm saying. But when you just going to radio Warrior streams and like that just to fucking hate, I don't know about that, bro.
They like I said, they take the shit too far. I mean, it ain't even that goddamn serious. I don't get it. I don't understand it. These jokers here, boy. I mean, golly.
Oh my God, I ain't never seen Oaktown that damn mad. Jesus, boy.
I mean, these dudes, like my favorite player growing up was Kenny Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Because he played for the Nets. You know what I mean? This shit is weird.
And crazy part too, the only reason I became a Warriors fan back in 2004, 2003 because of Baron Davis. And then I had my other favorite player was Kobe Bryant. I used to hate it when Kobe cooked our asses, but shit. It is what it is. I used to hate when Kobe them play. I would root for my team, but we would never beat the Lakers. Jesus, boy.
I mean, Kobe Bryant. I like the way people play, but I never really had a player like that, I just supported to that level.
Right.
Cause they didn't play for my team, so I ain't fuck with them niggas like that. Michael Jordan was my favorite player to watch, but he didn't play for the Nets. So
right.
I remember when we played them in the first round and they smoked our ass when we had Jason Williams and all these other people. I don't know.
That shit crazy.
CWE got a goddamn. CWE is building himself a group of people that do not fuck with him like
because
that
I think
because of this KD shit.
Nah, and I was saying something about like if they had the Finals MVPs back when Russ was playing, like he would have had damn near 11, maybe not all 11, but like he would have had at least 8+.
I agree.
MVPs for the finals. So and I think he was saying like 5 or some shit. That shit was funny though.
The problem with that is they didn't have no playoff system like that. So
what do you mean?
I think it was either one round. It wasn't like no.
Yeah, it was like a bye. It was a bye first, and then if whoever was the high seed, it was a bye.
You only had to beat one team to get to the finals or something. It's just like with baseball. If you had the best records, you played in the World Series. It wasn't no playoffs, so it's hard to judge these players on the same type of wavelength.
Yeah,
that's why I just judge them by error because I don't. It's hard judging comparing players in the past to players of today. It's very hard. That's why I try to give the older generation a lot more respect than a lot of people do because it's like they paved the way. So I have to give them respect when it comes to it. Because without it,
they say that when that Jokers played against firemen and all this kind of shit, I give them more credit for that. The fact that you didn't have enough money that you had that you could on the off season you could just work on basketball. You had to doggone go to work after the season over so you could continue to support your family.
Exactly. That's why I don't like it. Like they playing against farmers or plumbers and firefighters. I'm like, yeah, because
they had
you
to
didn't
do
make
that.
They had to do it. So it's like you didn't make enough money in the NBA. Shit. I mean, hell.
Boxers had to fight 50 times a year type shit.
Yeah. So it's like people don't. I mean, basketball is the only sport we really do this shit badly when it comes to this shit. But it's just like it's really bad. Like that's why I don't be agreeing with JJ Redick when he was talking about old players. I'm like, bro, just you gotta stop doing this shit. You gotta stop doing this shit.
Because if it's not for them old players, you don't have the players you had today.
Exactly. Because they build off the players that we like today. They had to build off what they were seeing from those older generations.
And if you don't have them, if you give these guys or those older guys the technology and the training and everything that you had today, you don't think that those guys will be better? If you don't get them all the information that you had today, you don't think that these guys will be able to still compete or to compete at a high level?
That's why I always say like it's. That's why I say it's like people just. I don't think people just really sit down and think when it comes to it. They really don't. Because when people say that, I'm like, okay, so how do you feel about LeBron playing in the '80s? Do you think he would survive? Well, like, hell yeah, he would survive. Yeah, he is. Well, why? Like, why you think that then? If you don't think you can transfer Bill Russell in today's era, Like, I don't understand this shit, yo. I don't understand it. I just don't understand the logic.
You're not going to.
That's right. You're
Because
right. I'm never going to.
the only people that can play in any era is the ones that play today. That's how they think.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck LeBron. All that money, your hair still ain't grow back. Come on, man.
Chat.
This
Oh,
shit
boy.
is silly, man. These dudes, man, with they fandom go get out of control, man. Like,
Man,
goddamn. And these dudes see you in real life, they security, get your ass up out of there.
what you said?
Depend who they is. I feel like certain players they carry security. More younger people they don't give a fuck. So they partying with their best friends. They don't give a fuck. So, but what old boy was on? He coming here talking about fucking radio stations and shit. What he on, man?
That was he was talking to CWE because CWE KD um he be running around talking shit about Curry and all these dudes because if it ain't KD it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
CWE KD is what I
we
call them.
yeah, like we discussing we discussing Miami Heat and the Nuggets. This man bringing up the Warriors and Curry.
Oh,
Like he does this shit every time, bro. Boston was playing Miami in a game 7.
And do he
Like,
understand that Curry and KD is still cool? That
yeah, I don't think he get it, bro.
I don't
I,
know if he understand that Curry and KD still talk, they still friends. That wasn't the reason why he left. And oh no,
they just got through hanging out in Phoenix. That shit crazy, bro. That's I was like,
he'll really look stupid if KD end up going back to the Warriors. He'll really look stupid then.
that man got 2.5 years left, man, for his leg fall off. So he ain't got that long, man.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I said it was not a bad move for the Nets to get off of
crazy.
them guys.
Y'all really just stole all their pieces, all their defensive pieces and shit.
Not just that, we got 8 picks from them. I think it was 8. It was 6 or 8, something like that.
Was it 6 or 8?
It was something like that. It was a couple pick swaps. I think it was 4 first.
Damn, that's right. Y'all did get 4 first swaps. I think it is. Then you had what? It was 2. Was it 2 lottery?
Well, it depends if they in the lottery.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's right.
But if KD only got 2 years left, they better get that championship before.
What you said?
I don't really care. I mean, after the CBA, it seemed like they about to flush the league out anyway, so it's about to be even. So it's gonna be good. We got some good basketball coming. So I mean, only thing Nuggets got against them is Michael Porter. He ain't no max player, so they'll be able to keep him if he want to stay there. Because they have a dumb team like Pistons or the Kings or some team throw a bag at him or some shit like that, like they did Chandler Parson and shit like that. Teams be throwing stupid money to stupid players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do that shit a lot.
How many years you got left?
I think next year is his last year of his contract. Next year, last year of his contract. Then he up. But he ain't. I mean, he a nice player. Don't get me wrong. He was supposed to be a first overall pick. So like I said, they knew what he had.
MPJ,
But yeah,
Yeah, MPJ was supposed
they
to be
knew what he
first
had. He just
overall.
got that. He just got that back. He got that back injury. That's why he failed.
but he been good as far as his back here recently.
I mean, yeah, because they did a lot of resting. They rested him pretty much most of the season. If you look at him, they rested him most of the season. He wasn't playing that many minutes. They saved him for the playoffs. So I mean, he good. Like Razorman, I don't see no flaw. I don't really see no flaw in this game besides defense. That's it. Other than that, he got a deep bag. If y'all saw him in college, he has a deep ass bag. You feel
Oh,
me?
Yeah,
I remember him in
he
college.
was a
I
Yeah,
fucking
remember him in
animal in
if
college.
y'all
college.
ever seen him really ball in college, he got a deep bag, but like he just don't play no defense. That's just all it is. But the league look like they gone away from him. That's why they sped the pace up. That's why you got the take file and all this other shit. Like, they don't want people to play defense no more. So the little rare breed that they do got, that's why they pay them all that money when we do play like Herb Jones and Bridges and shit like that.
Bridges, Markel Bridges.
Yeah, they play people like that because they don't got a lot of people that like to play defense. And it's just like you don't even get paid off. You get paid off offense now.
That's true.
That's definitely true.
That's true. They don't put as much stock in it. Like a guy like Ben Wallace would not get paid or get, that same kind of focus in today's game.
Well, you can thank Rudy Gobert partly because of this shit. Because look at how his ass was playing.
But Rudy Gobert is still decent on defense. But
he's decent. But look how when they kill him in the media, like they kill his ass very bad.
Well, he run around trying to punch his teammates.
People gonna talk what they want to say. They gonna say what they want to say. When they don't like saying thing with Zion, they gonna say what they want to say. Any team, bro, if they wanna, Ben Simmons was talking about all year. Soon as he ain't playing no more, he sitting out, they start talking about it. That's why I say, like, they gonna talk when they want to talk, bro. Like that.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, like, that sometimes you can affect somebody's bag like that. That's why I say that, because you can affect their money because you just sway opinions way too far to the left or right. So that's all I'm saying about that.
I mean, look at old boy Ja. I mean, it happened, bro. They try to make an example out of him. They didn't vote him all NBA, so I mean, they make an example out of him now. You feel me? So I mean, I blame it on him, but like I say, he deserved a third team All NBA at least. But it is what it is. It's just politics in the NBA. That's all it is, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I would.
But I know one thing that they are gonna try to bring to the table. They're gonna try to bring back to what players vote rather than these media members vote, because there's a lot of bias going down. You feel me?
It is.
Yeah, that's what they said about the MVP. Like it was a sympathy MVP. Excuse me.
No, you're talking about Joel.
You said what?
I said that's what they said
Joel,
about.
Don't get me wrong, Joel, he deserved it. The last 2 years he did deserve it. He was on a tear. But this year, I mean, he did average 30, but I mean, Jokic did deserve it too. You feel me? But like I said, when it came down to the get down at the end of the season, Jokic they were spiraling. They was trying to lose because they was trying to dodge the Lakers, and then that's what fucking happened. Joel, they was just still consistent. He kept dropping 30, and he wasn't even out. He wasn't none of that shit. Jokic sat out games and everything, so it is what it is. Fuck, that's what they vote gonna go on. You can have you would be in third place. You got a strong 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of your last 2 weeks strong, your ass you'll be up for the running. Better put your ass in there. Get your ass thing, because it's like what the latest you did for me. That's pretty much what they like. What you done for me?
Yeah, what you did for me lately.
Yeah, what you did for me lately. That's what they gonna look at. Don't give a fuck how you came out and start the season. You could drop 60, 60, 60, 60s, and niggas they don't care nothing about that shit. They don't give no fuck about that shit. Just what you done for me lately.
Only thing I didn't like is that Mark Jackson left Jokic off his MVP vote. I was like, bro, how you get Shai Gilgeous Alexander?
He left him off altogether. That's crazy.
I'm like, he gave Shai Gilgeous Alexander. I was like,
and
my
he a
God,
former
bro.
player, so that's the thing that make it even crazier because he played the game.
That's why I was like, bro, they gotta take away y'all votes, bro.
For real, what about that dude from All NBA? He gave Tyrese Hauenberger one NBA All NBA.
Yes,
for defense, bro.
Jesus, boy, they gotta take away their votes.
That's why I said, bro, they don't know how to vote. At least you gotta get some serious members in there that actually watch basketball. At least.
Exactly.
Like y'all getting people that's like fucking radio hosts and shit like that got on, like news people. Like, stop it, bro. They don't even watch the game like that.
Like, man, that shit crazy.
A lot of them admitted that they ain't really watch Jokic like that.
They just want that check, bro. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, because I was looking at the all NBA vote, and I was like, Jesus Christ, boy.
I mean, if you ain't gonna give it to players that play, at least give it to retired players to vote. You feel me? Players that I know still watch.
I agree with that.
Yeah, don't give it to people that's playing, but like Carmelo, people like that, Hall of Famers. Give them, let them vote. You feel me? Rather than we got news people and shit like that, like bias, and if they don't like them, they're not gonna vote for them and shit like that. Nah, give it to people that actually gonna watch the game, and they're watching the game and they're breaking it down, so they actually got a fair vote. You feel me? Like I don't feel like the voting fair.
It don't seem like it is.
Politics run everything. You feel me? Politics run everything. But now I can't wait till the off season. The off season about to be funny. Who you got tomorrow? Who you think winning tomorrow? You got the Nuggets?
Tomorrow in particular, I think only thing I know is they go back to Denver 2-2. But yeah, I think the Nuggets, it will benefit them more to win this game.
You said who? You said the Nuggets benefit the Nuggets?
Yeah, because that'll just get them home court advantage back. I think it's going to be a 6-game series, so yeah, I think Denver wins.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it ain't. I mean, I know it wasn't gonna be no sweep, but at least thing. But I am hearing that Denver, since this is gonna be their first title, they do want to win it at home. Though they do want to take it. They want to win a title at home. I did hear that. They want to win it in front of their players, in front of their people.
Oh, so they plan on trying to win 3 straight.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, they better.
They better play. They better play better.
But it was.
I mean,
that game was
it was a
still
bad shooting
winnable.
game, bro. It was.
It really
A
was.
bad
It
shooting
was.
game.
I just didn't like the defense. I didn't like the defense, like especially when they should have switched. If y'all going to switch, at least call it out. Like, damn, why is Gabe Vincent wide open? He taking warm up threes.
But a lot
Don't
of that
you?
stuff, if you was look, it was MPJ's effort. It was some plays where he was just lost, like he didn't know what he was supposed to
Oh,
do.
I know. Oh, trust me, I know. Especially, there was a lot of them where he was just like didn't know where the fuck to go. And KCP, that
And
brother
them,
pissed me off. That boy, bruh, he
KCP is a champion, and he should have been better than that.
exactly. And I'm like, bro, y'all have to be better. Like, you cannot be that damn lost on defense and not even. Ugh, that was ugly. Like, you gave up
I think
2
the last
bad
game,
fouls.
I think Bruce Brown had the best plus minus on the team.
You might be right.
If you like that kind of analytical shit, I know Jokic was the best player for them,
Yeah,
but
but I think you might be right. But I think he was the net positive for the Nuggets. I think he was the net positive. But as a whole, I did not like how they played. Like, it just, even offensively, good lord.
and then the shut down Jamal Murray thing. I thought Jamal Murray got good looks, so
I swear that nigga Jokic be throwing the ball in there, bro. That nigga he the only person I know really has a rainbow shot. Like that whole go up like all the way up and then come right down. Y'all don't see the 3-point? Like, look at all his
No,
3-pointers, bro.
bro,
yeah,
That
when
whole
he
that
go
made
arc be
when he
so
all
did
the way
that
high.
shit
up
on
and that whole nothing but net all the time, bro.
Bro, that
when
shit
he
be
did
so,
that
it's a
shit
high arc.
versus AD, I was like, this shit is crazy. Like them last second shots, I was like, this dude right here, man, god damn.
How many times he hit that shit over in the Lakers shit? Like 3 or 4 times? I was like, dude, ain't no fucking way, bro.
But the triple in, he really shoot threes like that. That's the crazy part.
He do. That's what he
Bro, ain't
do.
nobody
I
blocking
already
that
know.
shit. He's 7 foot and nigga, nobody blocking that shit, bro.
It's actually kind of reminiscent to Larry Bird. Ain't nobody blocking Larry Bird shit.
You know the funny thing, because I hear a lot of people talk about his conditioning, but they don't talk about the fact that the dude lost 35 pounds this offseason
Oh
to
yeah, they
work
don't
on
talk about that.
his conditioning so that he can make a run like this. So I think we
Look,
focus on
look,
what we
look
want
at
to
where he
focus
from,
on.
and look at everybody who play like internationally. Cause like I said, I gamble, so I be watching international basketball, bro. None of them niggas over there they don't have no muscle, bro. They just meat and bones, bro. For real, y'all laughing? I'm serious. They just meat and bones, bro. And I'm like, yeah. He just fit in. He fit in. He just fit in. That's all it is, bro. And he ain't gonna never bulk up. He ain't gonna never do none of that. He just gonna be who he is. And this game is just flawless. Like it ain't gonna. And he could fit in any decade. He can fit in any age. He can fit in any age of basketball because his game is flawless. It really is.
And he can fit in any system because of his skill set travels very well.
Facts.
Very well.
Except for that last game, I can tell you that.
You said, well, you cut out a little bit.
I say that assist didn't travel last game because he had no fucking assist. But then again, Michael Porter Jordan, when nobody wouldn't hit shots too, he had open threes with hitting them bitches.
I'm talking about like they getting wide open quality.
Yeah, if he was making or the team was making shots, his assists would have been where they supposed to be.
He probably wouldn't have to score 40.
Guys was missing open looks, so that's what I saw. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at a different game, but guys was missing open looks.
I'm gonna start looking at 7-foot people different. If you ain't got 10 rebounds, then bitch, something wrong. You need to be out the team. I gotta start holding people accountable, bro. For real, cause like, bro, be looking at 7-foot, bro. You only got 6 boards. What we doing? 6 boards. You 7 foot. You got 6 boards. I like AD. I ain't calling AD out as my favorite player, but that nigga, he had a couple games like that this year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're a center, you should be able to rebound the ball.
I mean,
that's just a fact.
For real. That should be that's embedded in you. It should be something you think. But then again, I gotta give AD a little pass. He was a little point guard in high school. He grew. So I understand.
Before he went to college.
Yeah, that's why he don't like playing center because that wasn't something he grew up to. So I do understand that. But no lie though, if that nigga wouldn't have grew and he would have been a fucking point guard, that nigga would have been very shitty. He wouldn't be what he is today. Tell you that. I think that height really. I think the height for real. Look at his high school highlights. That nigga was butt.
I know.
The fact that he had a little bit of guard skills helped him.
Facts.
Because his shot ain't consistent.
It ain't because his ass. I mean, I think he's still trying to get used to that height though too. I think he's still because like I said, he really only played 1 year at Duke and then he got up out of there.
1 year.
Kentucky.
That's what I'm saying. So
Kentucky.
Yeah, he played 1 year there and that was it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I went to the game. I went to his championship game when he played against Thomas Robinson. Thomas Robinson was my favorite player. One of my favorite players. They did him so dirty, but the game evolved. It evolved past him.
That's why I think this year the kid from Kentucky, not Kentucky, but UConn, when Ray Allen stamp you as a shooter, I think that's think you good to go because
he shoot like that.
Yeah, old boy from UConn. What the fuck is his name? The one that cousin is that girl from LSU. That's his cousin.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he can shoot like a motherfucker. Yeah, he can shoot.
I gotta go look at it. I only watch my team. I only watch LSU. I don't watch anybody else in college.
But Ray Allen stamped him as a shooter though?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I say. If Ray Allen stamp you as a shooter, that's the best stamp to get. Shit.
Yeah, I can't wait for the off season.
Off season gonna be nice, but it's just the season. Just TV gonna be trash. Everything gonna be trash.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be trash. But
I like to watch.
Me.
I don't really care for really seeing. I don't care for like moves and shit like that. I don't care because at the end of the day, like, it's about what you do on the court. I don't give a fuck. You can have the best team in the world because I thought the Warriors gonna win when they got Boogie and when they got Boogie in them. I was like, okay, well, like damn, they set up now. And shit didn't work out.
The kid name is Jordan Hawkins. That dude is cold as far as a shooter is concerned.
Yeah, he can shoot. That mine shoot. I saw a couple of his highlights. I was like, yeah, he can shoot.
All of it is just what the team. It's just what team we go to. You feel me? That's all I can say.
He was. I think that run through the tournament helped his draft stock, but I think he'll be better to be a mid to late round pick and go to somewhere where he can just focus on that skill
Contender,
set.
could like a contender. Somewhere
Yeah,
that
because
they need
every
his arsenal
contender can
skills.
use shooting.
Facts. Somebody just
That's
come
true.
off the bench. Somebody come off the bench, knock them hoes down, and go sit your ass back down.
But yeah, Angel Reese, his cousin, she got all the press for the LSU run. You know what I'm saying? So
See where she go. If she even go, even if she even play WNBA.
Saying like she makes way more money than she does in the NBA
All
play
facts
at
off the
WNBA.
court. She make more
Off
money off
court.
the court than
she
on.
everywhere. She is
Facts.
That's I'm like,
everywhere.
shit. Why would she? If I'm thinking of her, I'm like, shit. Why would I go to the WNBA?
She'll still make money in the WNBA, but she ain't gonna lose her endorsements. So
That's another thing. That's what was in the players' contract that I also read. They actually are now allowing the players to be investors in WNBA teams and stuff like that. And I was
They
like,
need more money.
mm-hmm.
I don't see. I don't. That WNBA been around for a long time, and they have not really grown financially because a lot of those girls still have to go overseas and play.
Yeah.
Facts. The money overseas ain't that good either.
But it's
It's
for
just it just
women, I think it's better
it's just how much money you can make over there, and then it's just like the dollar value is worth more over there than it is. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
because those
Cause you have
girls
$1 million over here, damn, they're like fucking 10 million over there.
depending on where you at.
True.
Because if
China,
you're in
motherfucker,
Germany or
that's like
some
10
shit,
million in China. Fuck you mean?
if you're in Germany or some shit, it's less. The dollar is worth
Yeah,
less.
it depends. Like Dubai is less too. Like $1 billion ain't shit in Dubai. So it depends where you at.
But Angel Reese gonna make more than the best WNBA player, whoever that might be. That's why Diana Taurasi and them chicks still be playing. They still got to make some dough.
It's just what you do. It's what you do. You gotta make a name for yourself. She made a name for herself. That's what it is. I can't knock the hustle.
But now that some of them great WNBA players are getting on some of these NBA coaching staffs, that's helping them too. Because I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure they're making more money.
I saw one lady on Twitter. I was like, damn, she thicker than a Snicker. Like, god damn. My girl's in the shower. I was like, damn, I might risk it all. You feel me? Might one time for the one time. We go to one of these games right quick. When I like, nah, I'm gonna be cool. You feel me? Stay put. It ain't a problem to fantasize sometimes. You feel me? You could dream one day. You feel me?
You can as long as you don't get caught.
Nah, I'm chilling.
Joker say, I'm gonna risk it all.
That man here.
That's what social media do to you though. These jokers be on there half naked.
Facts, Jessica. Which one call it can't use the shit. The Pelicans can't use the shooter. CJ has gotta go. He gotta go.
That
I'm
would
tired
be
of CJ.
actually Jordan Hawkins to the Pelicans would be nice.
Pelicans need a point guard. That what they need. This point Zion shit, that shit ain't working. How about a nigga get hurt with his fat ass?
What
Damn,
about that
y'all don't even
little?
notice that
Cause
nigga bow
he
legged. He
gonna
bow
drop.
legged for real, bro. Y'all ain't never seen he bow legged for real.
What about that little point guard from Kansas State? He a
Who's
nice little point guard. He's just
he
short.
probably be gone by the time. He probably be gone by 14. He'll probably be gone.
Even with him being that short.
I don't even know. But we already got a point. Oh boy got hurt. What's his name? They call him Grand Theft Auto. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Forgot his
Alvarado.
name. Yeah, he was cold. He was nice while he was playing. He had one game. He tried like 34. He was shooting threes and shit. He was knocking the whole down. And like I said, he got endorsements. Just made a name for himself. How you hiding by the bench and they act like they can't see you, and you steal the ball every fucking game? That's crazy.
He's a New Yorker. He's a good player. He don't get the press like some of these other ones, but
who you talking about?
Jose Alvarado or
nah, it's always like that. But you gotta think New Orleans is a small market team. You don't really get that much press like that. If you think if the Kings wasn't winning like that, they would have got press like that. Nah, small market teams they don't get press like that. It's just the main states. I mean the main teams. They always stay in the press. Boston, New York, like they always stay. They could be trash as shit. They still talk about them.
That's true.
Like I say, small market teams, you don't hear nothing about them. Because you ain't hear nothing about Spurs last year. You ain't hear nothing about them all season. Nothing. You ain't see not one nothing. Only thing you heard was Wemby. Wemby was going there. That's all you heard. That's the first time you ever heard something since the season ended.
But the Spurs, if they get another piece,
I don't feel Wemby gonna be enough at the moment right now.
Maybe they can get Dame and play
like
with
another
Wemby.
3. Give them like 3 more years. Then they somebody go over there. Oh yeah, they gonna be fired. I feel Wemby and a point guard. That's what they need. They need
That's
a point
what I
guard.
say. You get Dame to go over there, or maybe they can get that short cat from Kansas State.
Ain't getting no Dame. Pop gonna look at Dame like, nigga, sit your ass down. I tell you, don't take that fucking shot at the half court line. Still fucking ass down.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe if they get that short point guard from Kansas State and they grow him together with Wemby, that might be a little nice right there.
True. Wemby gonna be nice though. I saw a couple of his highlights. He's supposed to be He's supposed to when they have NBA workouts. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to them when they had the draft workouts. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to the most.
Yeah, because everybody know he going number 1.
Yeah. I said that. I already said that. I said that last year when I heard he was coming out. He was gonna declare for the draft. Yeah, like, hope he going to the Spurs.
And the crazy thing is, the media be trying to say, well, maybe this guy, maybe Scoot can go number 1, maybe Brandon Miller. No, they're not going number 1.
We knew Zion, we knew LeBron, we knew all of them was going number 1. You couldn't say a shadow of a doubt. As soon as they get all that praise in high school, and then they get in college, and they become like they the center of TV. Because like if Wemby would have went to Kansas or some shit like that, I'm not Kansas, fucking one of them Duke or some shit like that.
Kentucky,
he would have been on. He would have been what? He'd have been marked. Everything on TV would have been Wemby. So like. Yeah, like they already know what was going on.
Especially but it's just like if he was in that tournament, because that tournament blow people up. Facts. People act like it don't, but that NCAA tournament will raise your stock quickly.
Facts. I want to see what the NBA gonna do this shit because I know they don't want them playing in the Drew League. So I want to see what they gonna do this summer.
Ain't they doing the mid-season tournament? Don't that start this year?
Yeah, It's supposed to.
That shit gonna be super terrible. I don't like that shit.
I mean, you gotta throw something out there. You gotta throw something out there. You gotta throw a trial out there. You feel me?
I get it, but the problem I have is
what do they get for winning it?
$500,000.
Probably get some more. Yeah, probably get some incentive, some money.
They get $500,000. Instead, they went down from $1 million to $500,000 in negotiations. So,
fuck out of here. I need that meal. I need that meal. Bi and who else? Bi and Cat, not was it Cat? Not Cat. What's his name? Ant-Man. They declared for Team USA this year. FIBA Team USA.
Yeah. So that's my boy Mikal.
Mikal went too? Oh yeah, he did. That was him too. He was at the first place too. That's gonna be good. That's good.
I think Shea
I like when
Gildress as
I
well.
like young people do. I like it when young people do it because they get that experience. You feel me? And then I know when they come in the season, they're gonna be ready to ball because they've been balling all season. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't coming dry and fucking shit like that. So
And I think Brooklyn going out there start this off season. Maybe not a superstar. I don't know who they gonna get, but because I know they're gonna match. They got the right to match with Cam Johnson, so that's good. Since he's
get that
Always
restricted.
on the
got that
court.
bird
Tell
right.
that nigga high, bro. Get that nigga on the court and tell that nigga high, bro. Get him on the
Who?
court, Ben Simmons, and sell that nigga high while y'all can, bro. Get him on the court, let him ball out, let him do his thing. Like literally, make him the vocal point of the team. Just run everything through him. And I'm telling y'all, then sell that nigga high, bro.
I mean, if he played like he played in Philly, like them when Embiid was hurt, he would be that dude. But I don't know, man.
Man, I won't be there. I told you he won't be there. Y'all gotta think, bro. I'm tired of telling people this, bro. I know y'all. We said it on the show on the stream yesterday, bro. When it comes to these contracts, bro, when you don't bring most of your money home, people don't want to play there. You don't want to play there. Y'all see Harden talking about he torn. Nah, nigga, you know you won't come back to the Rockets.
So
Philadelphia,
you
killing
talking
your
about
ass in
with the
Texas.
taxes and shit? Oh,
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that shit.
but
That's
Cali
why.
got taxes
That's why
too.
you say what? Who? You say who? No, I say yeah. What I'm
California.
saying. I know that, but he got a favorite team he want to go to. We all know who it is. I don't want to say it, but yeah, we know. But yeah,
And that's the thing I don't like about these dudes. You making damn near 40 million a year. You
shit,
don't
he
want to
make
play
4.
ball.
You only bring home like 23. Fuck.
Dude, I would play in Serbia for 1 million. You know what I'm saying? They could send me to Somalia. I'll play out there for $1 million a year. Shit.
True. I mean, you say that, but I mean, it depends. I mean, I know main stars like superstars. When it comes to that bag, they don't really got nothing to worry about. But like them, like my cousin and fucking twin and them, like bro, when you making like 4-5 million, and then mind you, everything you do on the road, you gotta fucking spend money. When you every fucking piece of clothes y'all see him walk in the arena, you got what 86, 83 games. Nigga, that's a new piece of clothes. Nigga, that shit costs. That shit ain't cheap.
I think
Clothes is not cheap. Some of them got sponsors, but some of them not cheap, bro. Clothes is not cheap. And if you making damn near 1 million, like fuck it, I'm going to thrift store.
that's why I think Kyrie would really consider staying in Boston and Dallas, excuse
I'm
me.
in Dallas, yeah.
Be-
That's why. He gonna
because
get
he
all his
don't
money
gotta
back.
pay all the money.
He gonna get most of his money back.
That's why I just don't understand why some people feel like he would go to the Lakers for less money. I just don't understand it. I
I
just
don't
don't
think he
understand it.
taking less money.
And I don't see why I go over there if like you just missed out on what 40 million in Brooklyn and you trying to recoup that. You're not gonna recoup that playing for the Lakers. They're gonna cut that in half. So if they give you the money that you want, you still getting half of that. You're not getting all of it. So Dallas,
No,
you're gonna get most of your money back. You feel me?
not only that, you lost your endorsement with Nike, so
They ain't getting that
Th-
shit back.
That's
Unless
done.
LeBron in the CEO office on his knees with the lipstick or something. Feel
And
me?
that's the thing about it. The thing about it is like with these big brands like that, and even with the league, I know the Nets had something to do with it, but the league is ran by the Semitics. So
My man said the Semitics. I'm sleep.
if they paint you as an anti-Semitic, I mean that's one of the worst. Because what the commissioner is, Adam Silver. What is he?
Lock me up.
David Stern.
Throw
What
it.
is he? You know what I'm saying? And
right.
we can't sit there and ignore that. The league is ran by them dudes. So
I ain't gonna say necessarily ran by them, but we know they majority
a-
shareholder in the shit.
and Nike is ran by them.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, we already know that.
That's why they got rid of Kyrie and kept Ja. Oh, Ja just waving a gun. That's cool. What did Kyrie say? Hell no.
Man, he just put his
He
shoe.
didn't He didn't say anything, sir. He just posted a picture. What did the picture say? Hell no.
Yeah, that was over with for him.
They
That
don't
was
care,
over with for
man.
him.
They don't care.
I could have pistol whipped a kid. They were like, you know what? He didn't mean to.
But if he pistol whipped a Jewish kid, oh, it's a wrap. Don't do that.
Why are you anti-Semitic, Josh?
He called me a nigga. No, he didn't. I don't
No, he
care.
didn't. Oh my god.
Man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, but Lil Bro gonna be okay. I hate that he fucked his money up though.
That's a lot of money too, man. And then the suspension gonna be without pay. Golly.
Because I believe he would also be eligible for well, uh, I don't know how it would have been with the new collective bargaining because they supposed to get the salary cap rises. The salary cap rises every 10% every year. So I was wondering, like, shit, is that still going to be applied to his contract? Let's say if he did get the All NBA, will it still apply to his contract still? So I don't know. I know he was what they were trying to give him what 230 million.
Yeah.
And he ended up what he supposed to be just making what the 189 now. Jesus boy.
Yeah, that's that money is like I say, he it's so much that he lost just and I ain't even gonna say I mean he should have been smarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. This is so new because I ain't never seen this type of a situation before with ball players. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is really different.
I ain't never seen a guy getting caught waving a gun around, and I know this is the new thing.
Man, so
But
damn.
it is what it is. You is if the league don't suspend him for a year, he'll still be able to make some money next year. I don't know how that's gonna work moving forward though. Um, and if they do suspend him for a year, I don't know how that works either because what is he?
What you mean? What is he?
What does he do as far as that's concerned?
Well, they still selling his shoes, so they were off Nike website for a little bit, and they brought them back out. So he still got money. If he's smart with his money, I hope he has been saving.
Man, most young people ain't smart with their money.
That's true, but I mean, I'm just hoping that he does have a little saving somewhere. But I hate that. I hate that he is going through it. I don't wish that on him. But damn, dude, it's hard for me to stand behind your ass when you're the one that's causing the shit. So it's just stupid, bro.
I think he has to I don't know. He has to be. You got to have better people around you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
and that all comes with growth. So as he gets wiser, and like I said, this is just different because we're not used to this kind of stuff with ball players. You know what
Right.
I mean?
I think the worst thing I heard about what happened to an NBA player was probably Paul Pierce getting stabbed in the club.
I mean, I did see Plaxico Burress get shot by a dog or shoot himself. So
Oh yes. Oh my god. I to- I totally forgot about this shit.
and he got suspended. I think it was for the year for shooting
Yeah.
himself.
Yes.
Not
Yep. He
only
got.
is you, not only did you shoot yourself, and that's stupid, but then you got to lose all that money too.
Yeah. So
Makes
you
it.
got to sit there with a bullet wound in your ass. Like, for what the fuck I do this for, man? Shit, crazy, bro.
And I think that's why they say if you're gonna go out, I mean, just take the security with you and let them handle whatever issues come about. You know what I mean? So
I mean, it's smart. I mean, LeBron, you don't never see LeBron without no fucking security. Shit, Ja be having his dudes with him. I mean, but I mean,
no,
yeah,
them ain't security. Them is just
that,
friends.
yeah,
Them
yeah,
that
yeah,
does whatever.
yeah,
I don't know what they do. But I ain't gonna sit here
yeah,
and speculate. But
yeah. Man, it's just dumb. Just dumb.
I wasn't even no millionaire, right? I just joined the military and I couldn't hang out with the same people that I hung out with growing up. You know what I mean? So
I say it's just different lifestyles. Now I can understand it. It's like you just know better. You like, yeah, we cool. I'm just gonna love you from afar. Period. Ain't no
I
harm in
think
that shit.
I think he'll be fine. I think if they had like I know they wasn't going to because Memphis was in the playoffs, but if they had suspended him for the rest of this season, I think this might not have happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I think it was just too close, so they didn't want to ruin Memphis's playoff chances. So they're like, you know what, we're just gonna allow him to play.
No, because they had a lot of money into it, and Memphis wasn't going to beat the Lakers anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You right. You right. You right. Mm. Oh, so they say okay. Okay, so the in-season tournament they saying it's supposed to be 500,000 for the winning team, 200,000 for the runner-ups. Semifinal losing players will earn 100,000, and quarterfinal losing players will earn 50,000. But my thing is, if you're making a lot of money, oh well, I don't know. Shit, everyone's making money and shit. This shit seems like it's gonna be chump change for them.
I'm curious to see what they do.
Yeah, I agree, Terrence. I really wish they let that in season team tournament shit go. And I don't know how they're gonna count it towards the All NBA. Are you gonna count those games towards it? Because now you're just extending games, to be honest. So instead of being 82 game season, what is it gonna be? What a 90? What 80,
I
86,
don't know
88 game season? In season tournament, is it one? Is it like March Madness? Like it's one.
because
So you only get one chance. So I mean,
well, when they doing the tournament thing, I don't know how they're gonna do. I mean, college basketball does that, but it's college basketball is like a 30-something game season.
right?
So adding tournaments inside of the season don't really hurt nothing. Plus, it counts towards the team's record. So
Like we already got the play in. We already got the. We already got We already got an issue with people, low management.
it's
Y'all trying
about
to.
money.
Yeah,
It's all it's about. How can we get more money? That's what it does for the league. It gets them more money, and that's what they want. More money. They don't have enough money. Nope.
it's just gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of hard with this shit though. This in season tournament shit.
And they need to focus on what it is they got going on right now, which is the NBA Finals. They're not promoting it right. I don't see them like maybe because I don't watch much TV, but I watch hella much YouTube. I don't see no promotions for the finals for real. I mean, it's weird.
Oh no, I don't see any promotion. Barely any promotion on the NBA finals. Like the most I actually see if it's about to come on, what time it's coming on. I have Showtime's notification already already on, so he'll let me know when he about to go live.
Like I remember when, like for baseball, they when they changed the format for the All Star game to where the winner, whether it be American League or National League, will get home field advantage in the World Series. I thought that was a cool idea to make sure that the players played hard or whatever to make sure that it meant something. But I don't know what they can do with this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to figure this shit out is kind of hard because like, do you shorten the games? But if you shorten the games, that's less money. Do you? There's really not much rule change you can make in order for it to make the game even more better to watch. I just
I enjoyed watching basketball in the '90s more, even though it was low scoring games. You'll have a 80 something to 70 something game, but the game were always exciting. I don't know what it was, but
I think it's more probably that we just have not enough nail biters. Honestly, how
and
it
I
was
don't
back
know
in
if
the day.
the Lakers versus the Celtics ratings. The ratings was good, and game one the ratings were good. So what are we doing? But yeah, they probably would have promoted Lakers versus Celtics more. The rivalry renewed and all this.
The battle for 18. Lord have mercy. You would have saw nothing but the battle of 18. Can LeBron get his fifth ring? Will Tatum get his first ring?
What is that? Too much tinkering can mess things up. I do think that. I think that. Yeah, that flopping shit, which they were supposed to get rid of, which clearly they didn't do a good job of that, is hurts the league too. When you see big ass MB fall down like a sack of potatoes because goddamn Karis LeVert pushed him or some shit is weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And he averaged more time on the floor than he does on the fucking injury report. That shit retarded, bro. I'm like, bro, if you don't get your big ass off the floor, I don't know who's worse, you or AD. Jesus.
I
Yeah,
don't think
they
I don't
need to
even
get rid
think
of that record.
Miami is boring though. I don't think they boring. I don't know. I think you got to watch the games. They wasn't boring versus the Knicks, but that series versus the Celtics wasn't boring.
Nah, that series where it wasn't boring. Miami's not boring. It's just some of y'all just think that shit boring. Everybody likes a good underdog story.
That's one of the best stories in sports, an underdog story.
I'm telling you.
How many movies do you watch about the team that nobody thought could make it?
Exactly.
That is able to pull it off. The little giants. You know what I'm saying? With Ice Tray or Ice, whatever her name was. Ice Pick or whatever her name was. That shit is what's beautiful about sports. Yeah, hand checking is. I think taking I think the freedom of movement shit is tough. It makes it hard to defend, and I think basketball is about playing defense or playing defense and offense. We question everybody's defense when all the rules make it difficult for them to play defense consistently. So if you bring back something like hand checking, if you take back some of this freedom of movement, I mean,
I just think they should. Well, if they not all the way handshaking, but at least let you put your hands on the offensive player and get rid of the rip through.
the game is tomorrow. Wow factor.
Yeah, they just need to
Tomorrow.
get rid of the rip through. And I agree with Oakton. They need to get a tech for flopping, but they already trying it because
They tr-
apparently they're
they
already
tried it,
trying.
but I mean,
They
shit.
haven't. I haven't heard a whistle or a fine yet.
You can tell these dudes flopping too. So I don't.
Bro, Marcus Smart, he flops so fucking.
Even little Kyle Lowry be a flopping ass dude.
Oh my god! And I fucking love Kyle Lowry, but that motherfucker be flopping out the wall. That's another thing that killed me in PJ, bro. Box out. You know Kyle Lowry gonna do some crazy shit to make it seem like he's getting a loose ball foul and stuff like that. I'm like, bro,
That wasn't MPJ. That was Uncle Jeff.
what was it, Uncle Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it
Yeah,
was.
all the rules in today's game benefit the offense, though none of the rules benefit the defense. You can't be a defender. It's hard to defend. I mean, it's just period point blank. You can be going for a block, and if you touch the person's head, it's a flagrant foul. I mean, if you're going for the ball, I mean, I don't know.
I agree. If you're going for the ball, I mean, like, and it's clear as day you're going for the ball, and you just kind of swipe at the face by accident. That shouldn't be a flagrant. It's just a play on.
I
Now, if he
think
gets
yeah, they try, and the reason that they do the finals like this is they try to extend it. So that's why it's every third day instead of every other day. But I think it should be back to back, then travel. So not back to back, but every other day. Then when you travel, it's 3 days, et cetera, et cetera. I think it should go like that. I don't think it should be 3 days in between every game. But the NBA going to extend it.
oh, you talking about for the regular season?
No, for the finals. I
Oh, for
think
the
it should
final.
be. I think it should be game one. For instance, game one Monday, game two Wednesday, game three Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. game 4 Monday, and they should go like that.
Oh
So
yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I
I
definitely
think in
agree.
football the rule changes were more about health. So when guys was getting all that CTE and all that stuff, I think they had to do something. They couldn't just keep letting dudes just get the hell knocked out of them, and then
Not only
if
that,
affects them later on in their life.
not only
Basketball,
that,
you're
you
not getting
going
hit like that.
yeah, you gonna ruin your product when this shit happens. That's why. Shit, if you know this particular player is making you a lot of money because he puts people in the stands, of course
That's
you're not
true.
gonna allow that shit. That's the same thing with Jordan. Like a lot of Jordan fans get mad at me. I'm like, but it's true. Like when the flagrant foul rule was implemented in the '90s, early '90s, I said that was to help the offensive players. It's just generally not. No one wants to
No, that's
see.
because in the
They don't want to
80s
see
they
their.
were in the 80s they were it was a bit excessive.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, and
so
I'm like, bro, no one wants to. Bro, you're ruining your product when that shit
so
happens. That's like,
when Kurt Rambis get clotheslined and choke slammed and rock bottom to the floor and shit,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they had
dude,
to take that shit out of the game.
that's
It was
why.
getting dangerous.
That's why I said right in between from 91 to 98. Well, I'll say 96, 96. That's when better basketball was played in terms of like you had
I think the
physicality.
90s was the perfect balance between physicality and actual
I say
scoring.
about around 98 to 2000 because I know you remember this. That's when it got too defensive, got too physical. Whereas like it was a lot of low scoring games and no one was really watching. Like it was like
That's not true.
68 to
Them
72
Michael
type
Jordan,
shit.
them Michael Jordan
No,
NBA
no, I'm talking about
finals,
right in
everybody
the
was
early
watching
two.
that shit.
No. I'm talking about the early 2000s. The early 2000s. You remember when Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson and stuff, like the box scores, like they immediately had to make some rule changes because of the defense because it was low scoring games and that's what started that freedom of movement. It's the freedom of movement because I'm like, well, offense sell tickets. It does. It just offense sells tickets.
I mean, it does, but it has to be a balance, and it hasn't been any balance with the NBA in a while.
That's true,
So
but I think they've been trying to do a better job at it with the playoffs. With the playoffs, as long as they allow for a lot more physicality in the playoffs, I think that kind of balances it out a little bit. But I don't know if they're gonna allow. I just don't know how much more physical they're gonna allow in the regular season if they got these in season tournaments and you expect them to play 82 games and they're making the money that they're making now. I just don't see it. Because I know the older players that leaving now, they're like, man, fuck the in season award, fuck the MVP or all in the NBA. I'm like, I'm good. It's like I don't know how they're gonna fix it. Because I could say bring
it's
handshaking back,
all
but how are you gonna allow the rip through? Are you gonna allow the rip through back?
because that
Like
bails offensive players out. So
exactly. So are you gonna allow the rip through? So it's like it, it's it's a give and take. Like, are you gonna allow um well, I know you're not going to allow them to move an offensive player, uh, move an offensive player impeding his direction, but how far are you going to allow the hand checking? So is this? I don't know where to give and take, and even then though, like I think kind of times we overblown the hand checking rule. The Bulls, yes, they did it, but the Bulls were very good defensive team without even using hand checking. So I
yeah,
think a lot of people, yeah, I think a lot of people kind of over like even the great defensive teams like the Knicks and the Miami Heat back in the day. It really wasn't a lot of like overuse of the hand checking like
or like with
people think there
Seattle
was.
with Gary Payton and those guys, they
Yeah, I
used
think
it to a
people.
certain extent, but
It's not like it was. A lot of people kind of overblown. And I think it's because of what the media does. Like when they show highlights of back when Jordan then play, you see Gary Payton with his hand on Jordan, or you see uh Scottie Pippen with his hand on Magic Johnson. Like I was like, dude, I think we kind of overblown it. It's like I don't. They were great defenders. They were smart with their feet. They knew how to move their feet. It's just that's how it is. I just think we kind of overblown the hand checking thing. That's why I say I'm okay with you bringing it back. The problem is that we're gonna get rid of the rip through that CP3, that KD, that he, like they literally have made a fucking living off of Trey Young, James Harden. Like, are we gonna get rid of that?
You got to give defenders a chance to play as well. You can't just, and then because people going to complain about defense, but not complain about how the rules benefit the offensive players.
Like, yeah, because even though they were cooking the hell out of Drew Holiday because he couldn't guard Jimmy Butler, well, what the fuck do you expect him to do if? What the fuck do you expect him to do I'm not saying Jimmy. I'm not saying Jimmy. What I'm about to say now is not. I'm not really trying to discredit Jimmy. Like when he can move you out of his spot. You know what I'm saying? Like if Jimmy can move you out of his spot and you're not allowed to do anything, and you're just gonna end up keep sending his ass to the free throw line, then what the hell? What the hell you want Drew Holiday to do? Like at that point, what do you want him to do? I guard the man the best I could, bro.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot that he can do.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Right.
It's not a lot that a defender can do.
Right. And that's why I was like, I don't understand why people were cooking his ass that
It's
hard.
still, even though the best defenders will play defense regardless of the rules, I agree defense is about effort. I agree defense is about all those things. However, if every rule in the game benefits the offensive player, you're still going to. That's why they say is good offense beats great defense, because you can't. If it's a good offensive player, it's not a lot you're gonna be able to do to actually stop them.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Jokers act like it's all about what the players do on defense, and it's not. There's only so much that you're gonna be able to do to actually compete.
Right, without having to be called a foul. That's all I'll do. That's all I want to do is just better competition when it comes to it on the both sides of the ball.
And again, it's only, like I say, it's only so much you're gonna be able to do as a defensive player that to where you can compete. It's very hard for you to compete on that end of the floor.
Right.
Regardless of what folks say. I mean, yeah, players gonna be able to defend if they can defend, they gonna be, I mean, shit. But again, you still can't stop a great offensive player. Like even with Denver when they played the Suns, it was a lot of missed shots too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you can only do what you're gonna do.
Oh, you talking about for the Nuggets or for the Suns?
For the Suns, even in this series,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
lot of missed shots. It ain't a lot of folk just stopping the other person.
No. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, the defense, the zone worked. It worked for most of the fourth quarter, but it was a lot of just wide open misses. To be honest, and that's not taking away nothing from Miami. I mean,
What you
they
mean?
had
Yes, it is. Yes,
they
it is.
had one hell of a game plan. Like I said, they should have already been doing, but there was some wide open misses, bro. Like just even when they had statistic came out, I was looking at the statistics from 6 feet or further. Denver had 18
Like
uncontested shots.
MPJ missed a whole hell of a lot of offensive shots. That's why the assist number was a bit flawed because Joker was getting people shots.
Just wasn't knocking him down. That's why I don't like the fact that it's like, oh, just make him into a scorer. It's like I think we kind of overblown net as well. It's like
Even
the only
Spoelstra said that.
it's like
Spoelstra,
yeah,
Spo said, yeah, that's just lazy because the guy is a great player, et cetera, all those kind of things. And that's more or less true.
I mean, like it's like how many times have we seen like okay, if they don't have it going, then your best player has to get it going. It's just simple. That's just simple is, and they just didn't win the game. Like it's just they came within what, one possession of time and going to overtime.
And they had a good look.
Oh yeah, it was
Don't tell
definitely a
me
good look.
don't tell me that was great defense. Drew Holiday, or excuse me, not Drew Holiday, but um,
Jimmy.
not Jimmy. Jamal Murray got the look he wanted.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I saw. I was like, yeah, he got the look he wanted. He just couldn't cash in. It was just a little bit short.
I would have had Joker take that shot personally.
Honestly, Priest, I don't understand why they don't Jamal Murray or Bruce Brown when they do set picks for Jokic and he's at the 3-point line, is passing to him more. The man shooting about 48% from three in this playoff run.
Sure is. That's why he would have took that shot.
I would
Uh,
have rather have his ass take the shot, G.
and then if he missed it, so be it. But this Joker is shooting too good from the perimeter.
Bro, like he's shooting way too good from the perimeter. So I'm like and it just
I
they
would have
play
did a
beautiful
quick.
basketball,
I would have did a
but
quick pick and pop. Joker would have popped, and I'd have hit him with the ball, and then live with the results.
pretty much
So,
I would have live with the results and be done with it. But
but
the
I
man is
mean,
shooting 48.
I don't fault them for having Murray take the shot.
No, I
it's
don't follow
just
me either. But I mean, like in the midst of the game, Bruce Brown and fucking Murray, bro. Like there was a lot of pick and pop situation they could have got off of Murray, and they're forcing his ass to be a passer. But I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, there were so many wide open threes at the top of the key that y'all could have gave the fucking Jokic dude. I'm like, Jesus, boy. I'm like, y'all must forget
but
he is
part of the
shooting.
problem is though with that is Joker take that shot, but he would rather pass. That's what he
His,
wants to do.
his DNA.
Yeah, he would rather give the ball to his teammates. So that's a gift and a curse with Joker.
Yeah, but I still be trying to pass that motherfucker off to him.
You ain't the only one. He would have been taking the last shot for me. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I agree, Oak. I think the series, yeah. I think it is still going to six. I said it was going to six. I just didn't understand the five of sweet parts. I didn't understand it.
Miami's too good of a ball club to get swept. They
Exactly.
play too hard.
I just didn't see it. Even when they lost game one, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they win game two.
They if you watch this team all playoffs, you would not have predicted a sweep. you just
Nah, nah.
you just wouldn't have.
They would literally have to show me before I say that. They would have to be up 3-0 before I say it. But I think they might lean the sweep. And then I still would say, I think they can get one.
I mean, I ain't falling into none of them traps with that Miami Heat team. I feel like Denver is the better squad, but at the end of the day, like for instance, it wouldn't surprise me to see this go 7, and then everybody know anything can happen in the game 7. So
That's true.
it's
Everybody
just
can get tight. Everybody can get tight in the game 7.
that's why I feel like it's best for Denver to win it in 6. If
Mm-hmm.
you let this thing go to 7, even though it's in Denver,
Anything can happen.
yep.
Hell, we just saw Jason Tatum rolled his ankle on the first fucking possession.
Now what if that's Joker? Even though Joker will play through it,
Exactly. Exactly. We know he's durable, but damn, let's just say that happens. Well, Jamal needs to step up. Or what if Jamal Murray gets injured? That's why you don't play with your food, man. If you feel like you can get it done early, get it done early.
that's true.
That's also annoying with Miami in that last series. I'm like, bro, y'all finna give up a 3-0.
Yeah, Denver should win it. That's true. But like I say, it's hard. It's hard. It's so doggone hard when you get down to that game 7 situation.
It really is.
And I picked Denver. So, but this Miami team have proved a lot. You know what I mean? They should have earned a whole lot of people respect with how they've been playing.
Right. I think game 4 will probably be where all both teams we already see their hand, what they're gonna play, and mostly in 5, 6, hopefully it doesn't go 7, but 5, 6, or 7 should probably be where we see where what the adjustments are, and just be basically they're just gonna play through all what they have now. All the cards be out on the table. They already shown their hands. Now we just gotta play.
Yeah, I don't think Denver really made their adjustments yet
Yeah,
because
I don't think so.
everybody that like Miami says it ain't no adjustments that Denver can make. But I've been watching this team all year. They can make adjustments.
That's definitely adjustments they can make. For starters, they can call out switch when they fucking switching. Jesus, boy. I don't think, man, I'm watching it, I'm rewatching this shit. I'm like, bro, just call out switch. Jesus, boy, that might get wide open buckets. The only thing I'll probably say might gonna be a problem for them is them putting uh Bam at the top of the key, and Jokic has the guard Bam at the top of the key. And
But that's
them,
not. But all they do off
them
of that action is a dribble handoff. So when Bam is
right.
up top like that, it's not like Bam getting the ball facing up and just driving straight from the 3-point line down to the rim. That's not what he does. So unless it's just like a clear lane to the rim. So
That's the problem I'm having is that whoever's in their corners when they run those actions, they have to pay attention when they run those dribble handoffs. I
but
was like,
like with the 1-3 that Gabe got when he was wide open, when he was butt naked.
yes,
That was because
yes,
MPJ was just standing in the paint just confused.
that's what I'm saying. I
So and
need
like I
them.
say, these guys gonna watch film and they going. Uh, I would be shocked. Now, now that I think about it, I would be shocked. It was a 3-point game when Denver had the last shot. I would be shocked if Denver does not win Game 3 because a lot of that stuff, a lot of these things, is just bonehead stuff or stuff that like with KCP with the stupid fouls or like what I just talked about with MPJ just lost on defense, or with
That's true.
Bron just lost that not switching or not on a pick and roll situation with Gabe Vincent and Robinson. I think a lot of that stuff can be cleaned up.
That's true. Not only that, they on the offensive side, they got to get into their sets faster.
I don't think they mind using the whole clock though.
Huh?
I don't think they mind using the whole clock though.
I don't think they mind either. The only reason I say that, because when they went to that zone in that fourth quarter, they full court pressed them, and it generally got them out their sets where they needed to run. So when they got back into that zone,
And to be honest, they led the game in fast break points too. So they did get some stuff out in the open court. They just
you talking about Miami?
No, Denver.
Oh, okay.
So they were getting out in the open court. It's just they just have to do, like I said, clean up some of the mental things. If I'm looking at the game, I can say what both teams need to do. So if I could say what Miami did great, I can also say what Denver did wrong. You know what I mean? So
Right.
they can clean up some of that mental stuff with KCP mainly, because he gave up 8 points on dumb fouls. Literally
8 fucking points.
Literally, out of the 18-20 free throw attempts, that was KCP putting those guys on the line for 14 of them. So that was mostly KCP not playing sound on defense. So
Ugh. And he should be way better than that.
So Malone gonna have to do his job and get the boys ready, get their head in the game, and we'll see. Because all this exposing Joker on defense, Joker has played well defensively.
He has. I think again, people overblowing it too. That he's just a fucking a clone out there on defense. Like, no.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all holding it down for me.
Not a problem, homie.
No problem, show.
Yeah, we're gonna be on here live direct tomorrow. Pre-game show, live game show, post-game show, game 3. Um, with Nuggets versus the Heat.
You said you making your prediction tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the pre-game show. I'm gonna wait till the pre-game show.
All right.
All right.
So salute everybody. Hit the like button. I'll let y'all tomorrow, man.
All right, then, show.
Salute y'all.
Peace. Salute.
Yep.